Once again, we back on.
We live, motherfuckers.
Yes, sir. It's your homeboy DJ Jig Tight.
It's your boy Rob.
And this is what we know.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
We here.
We here.
Once again.
Once again.
Another one. And another one. Man, we got a good show for y'all out there tonight, man. We got a great show out here tonight. Everybody been waiting on this one right here. We got the breakdown of the Kendrick Lamar, his single that dropped last week. And is it still this week or was it last week?
But,
it was like
it came out. I saw it like Sunday.
Yeah.
So Sunday.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a breakdown of his lyrics. We can't play the video, can't play the music, but we got the lyrics themselves. And we're gonna do a nice little breakdown, and then after that, we definitely gonna get together with this panel we got back here. We got a nice little panel back here, man. We're gonna be talking hip hop tonight. That's why y'all see the new backdrop that we got on this hip hop version. This is what we know, the hip hop version. Before we get started, though, gotta let everybody know that if you are on YouTube, man, you gotta go ahead and hit that like, hit that share. You got to sit back and share it to everybody. Let them know. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Do all of that. Damn, I ain't even got my damn bell and none of that shit on there, do I? We're going to be talking about the top 5. Everything. Top 5 MC. Top 5 hip-hop rapper. DJ. Producer.
DJ, wait a minute.
Producer, DJ, same thing.
I ain't got that list.
Producer, DJ, same. Hey, nigga, I got it all in the repertoire. Please believe me. But we got that going on, man.
Man, we should have did the top 5 new rappers too. I could say that without writing it down.
Yeah, you can. I mean, everybody can get it in their head. Go ahead and set it together. You know what I'm saying? Put it all together. But let me get this right quick because I don't see. Where's it at? Is it there? Here? Nope, wrong one.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta make sure y'all, like you said, man, like the video, share the video. Also, goddamn. But also, man, you can follow me on Instagram, thankful_Robert. You know, so you can follow the podcast, what we know _podcast. You know, thank y'all for showing love. We at 2.9.
We at 2.9. We almost at 3. We almost at 3,000, baby. We trying to get
3,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, we trying to get that 5.
Last show went crazy. You know what I'm saying? We had probably our best show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So shout out everybody.
Shit, we had 1,500 people in there, man. Last show.
And y'all show love with the donations. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know, hey, support the show. You know, if y'all want us to show your comment,
hit that super chat.
Hit that super chat.
We definitely. And if you want, you can also, because we got that set up too, you can be a family member also, where when we play private videos, it'll be an exclusive for you guys. So a lot of our videos that's going to be private, that's going to be private for y'all. You also can get on our community tab also, and you'll be privy to that also. So yeah, we got a lot of things coming in. We ain't got the merch yet, but we working on that shit.
We working on that.
We're definitely working on the merch shit. But man, what we want to do is we definitely want to get you guys to understand that this podcast is not about bigging Kendrick up, because we ain't got to big him up. His work shows itself. It's not about tearing him down. It's like having your own perspective of, you know, what his body of work did for you, the impact that it has on the hip hop world as a whole. And what we're gonna do is offer the just the one single he came out with, man. We just gonna break down those words, and then we'll go from there. We're gonna have a panel to be able to get a take on it and everything. They're gonna be talking their shit, and then we're gonna go from there. Shit, the conversation gonna take a whole different turn after that. But Shit, let's try to get this shit started right now, man.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go. So let me go ahead and pull it up for you guys. Put this over here. I'll need that over there. Put this over chill. Rock that right there. And we should be, where we at? Boom. This is where we at, man. Just to start out, we gonna have, never mind the blurriness of here, man. This was something that was a little rush job that we did on this video, man. And in the beginning of this video, we'll talk about that later. The quote that he had and who that quote was actually by. I don't know if you guys even paid attention to it. Some people probably did, but he had a quote and he said, I am everyone or everybody or something like that. Yeah. But we'll talk about that at the end. However, let's go ahead and get into this shit with his lyrics, bro. So in the beginning of it, he starts out holding himself. He looked crazy as hell. He looked like he was lost.
Yeah. You felt that shit too.
And he was saying, things like, as I get older, I realize life is perspective. And my perspective may be different than yours. Then he turns around and say, I want to thank everyone that's been down with me. Then he said, all my fans, all my beautiful fans. It was funny how he said all my fans, and then he was like, all my beautiful fans. Like, it was just dope. He was giving his homage to the people that fuck with him. Everyone who ever gave me a listen, and all my people. I'm not gonna lie, man. The first time I saw this fucking video, I didn't think he was gonna go that damn hard just starting out.
Man.
Like, so,
and I saw it, just people posting clips. So I'm like, damn, why this nigga turning his face to different people and shit? Man, when I seen that shit, bro, I never seen something that gave me chills before.
No, fuck with me now. Didn't he fuck around? It wasn't like he was rapping to the motherfuckers looking at him on screen. He was like he was rapping to the motherfuckers that was somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah.
It was just dope how he was doing that shit.
And how he put, and like what he was saying, then the face changes, like how everything just like connected. Like that shit. That shit was.
Well, let's go ahead and get in these lyrics, man, so we can go ahead and get this panel on here so they can get they 2 cents in on this also. He starts out, I come from a generation of pain where murder is minor, rebellious, and Margellus will chip you for your designer belt buckles and clout. Overzealous, if prone to violence, makes you wrong. If you, what do you say, make a wrong turn? It would be the wheel. How did he say that shit? Be it wheel or the wheel alignment. So when he was talking about the generation that, what he was talking about is what we got right now. Yeah. We have a generation where motherfuckers is like, it's not a big thing for us to even rap about killing one another. It ain't shit. Even when you have Black Lives Matter, we'll make a big ass issue about it. But really, did anybody do anything? Wow. Because even look what that whole thing did in Black Lives Matter. Motherfuckers went there and rallied and all that shit, but they still killed who? Each other. And nobody really said too much about that.
But like he said, what I'm saying? This shit is minor.
Make the wrong turn. Yeah, so will it be the wheel alignment? Residue burns. Mist of the inner city, miscommunication that keep homo detectives busy. That shit crazy than a motherfucker. Miscommunication keeps the homo detective busy. A lot of motherfuckers don't even understand what the fuck that means. The motherfuckers ain't closing no motherfucking murder cases. And in the city, we talking about what? 85% of the cases go unsolved.
Shit crazy.
Let's finish. You say no protection is risky. Desensitize and vandalize the pain. Cover up and camouflage. Get used to hearing arsenal rain. I'm used to hearing niggas shooting in my motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? I vandalize pain. I drink. I smoke weed. I do all this shit so I can ease my pain.
Ease my man.
Cover up and camouflage. Get used to hearing arsenal rain. You always hearing gunfire.
That shit crazy.
Analyze. Risk your life. Take charge, homies. Then fuck your baby mama once you hit the yard. That's culture. 23-hour lockdown. Then somebody called you and tell you that your nephew was shot down. Culture's involved. The culture is involved. What he's saying is that ain't nobody snitching. We go by the rule that ain't nobody snitching. Everybody knows who killed that motherfucker, but ain't nobody telling nobody shit. Goes unsolved. The murder goes unsolved.
But that's the culture.
But that's the culture. I done seen niggas do 17, hit the halfway house, get out, and then his brains blown out. Look to buy some weed. Car wash is played out. Damn. New GoFundMe accounts proceed. A brand new victim. Shatters the dreams, the culture. What he was saying about that. Everybody, that's the new motherfucking life insurance.
Sad, bro.
That's the new life insurance. GoFundMe. Motherfucker he done spent 17 years get out of the motherfucking pen to get murdered.
Wow.
Motherfuckers ain't got no motherfucking insurance money, so what they do? They ask everybody to go out here, they use GoFundMe as the insurance. That's what it is.
Selling dinners and shit.
I can fuck with the selling dinners, but that GoFundMe shit that's what it is. So then he goes and he morphs into his first person, which would be OJ. Now this is the craziest thing.
That threw me off.
He starts off with, I said I do it for the culture to let y'all know what nigga looks like in a bulletproof Rover. Who the fuck said that? Where did he get that from? Where did he get that from? You don't know?
I don't know.
Hove. Jay-Z.
What song?
What's the name of that motherfucking song? Izza. J to the Izzo. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He got it from that. That's what that was
from the
yes.
From the video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
H to the Izzo. Yeah. That's where he got that right there. That's what he and with the come on, man, OJ. Now, this is what I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck a doodle popper is. So he said that my mama's sofa was a doodle popper. Hair trigger, walk up closer. Ain't no photoshopping. I have no fucking idea what the fuck that means. I have no idea what a doodle popper is. Somebody on the panel may be able to explain it to us. We got a West Coast cat. He might know what it is. So then he goes and morphs right into Kanye. Soon as he says, and Kanye, he said, friends bipolar, grab you by your pockets, no option if you froze up. Always play the offense. He got that because one of the things that Kanye was telling motherfuckers is quit being a fucking victim. Quit being on the defense all the time. Yeah. Play the offense. Get this bread. Get into the fashion. Remember he was talking that fashion shit and all this shit. This was before the motherfucker even was deep into fashion. Yeah. At least we didn't know he was. This is what he was saying.
Get all those excuses and shit.
Now the coldest shit that he was saying on here though, I gotta say, you know, on the opposite. What happened? On the opposite of with when he was saying niggas going to work, selling work, late for work, working late, praying for work, but the niggas on paperwork. This motherfucker doing all this motherfucking shit. He doing all this shit. And this is the average nigga. This is the culture. He trying to get work, but he late for work, praying for work, because he got fired. But also, he already know that he had 3 strikes already because his ass is on what? Parole or motherfucking probation.
Probation, yeah.
That's the culture. Point the finger, promote you. That's what it is. He morphs right into your boy Jussie Smollett, which it took me by surprise on this one right here when he came into remote location, witness protection. They gonna hold you to the streets. Got me. No, he said the streets got me fucked up. That's what he was saying. That's what Jussie Smollett was saying when he was telling motherfuckers he was the new gay Tupac. Remember he was out there talking.
Yeah.
We got a video on that shit. That motherfucker was doing that. He's like, they got me fucked up with this right here. I'm a fight. And he was out here trying to be Black Power and all that crazy ass shit. That's where he got that shit from. But he was like, y'all can miss me. I want to represent us. He wanted to represent everybody like he was a revolutionary. He wanted to represent everybody like he was literally trying to be a revolutionary. New revolution was up and moving. I'm in Argentina wiping my tears full of confusion. Water in between us, another peer being executed. This is when the shit happened with I think it was your boy George what's his name? George Floyd.
Yeah.
When he was talking about that.
Yeah.
History repeats again and make amends. Then find a nigga with the same skin to do it. What was he talking about? When he got beat up, supposedly at the subway, he had them damn brothers to go over there and tell him that white men had, I mean, they didn't tell him, but he had them to help him do this scheme that he did with the rope. Talk about he got beat up.
Yeah.
They were talking about, he was like, it's some white racist motherfuckers. He had those motherfuckers to do it. Next thing you know, when they find out that wasn't even what they were saying was true, and no motherfuckers end up getting in trouble because they had cameras. He ended up putting them up to it. He was trying to fuck them all up on that one right there. He merged back into himself. Then he was like, but that's culture. A crack bottle hard to deal with the pain when you're sober. By tomorrow, we forget the remains. We start over. That's the problem. Our foundation was trained to accept whatever follows, to dehumanize, insensitive, scrutinize the way that we live for you and I. Enemies shook hands. I promise I'll meet you in the land where no equal is your equal. That's crazy.
That's great, yeah.
We just be like, all right, whatever happens to us,
it just happens.
We do shit like Black Lives Matter, and then after that, what is it? Nothing. That's all.
It's like
in a land where no equal is
like,
your equal.
It's like it's so trendy. It's like,
yeah, it's just he morphs into your boy Will. He morphs during the chorus. I want you. I want you. I want you. Anybody else know the song? That's that Marvin Gaye shit. Yeah. That's where the song comes. It originates from the Marvin Gaye. But when you look at it, you like, damn, who was Will talking to? Jada. Jada. Do the whole thing. He said, never say I ain't told you. No, the land where hurt people, fuck calling it culture. That's when he was talking about that shit where we already know when he smacked Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He morphs back into himself. Celebrate new life when it comes back around. The purpose is the lesson we learn now. Sacrifice personal gain over everything. Who are we talking about? Everybody that does what they do. All of these guys that he's putting up, even other celebrities. Yeah. But what he's doing, that's why he morphs back into himself, because he's like, I'm back, the rapper who I am, speaking, everybody's pain. Yeah. I am everybody. So he was like, the purpose is in the lesson. We learn it now. Sacrifice personal gain is over everything. Just to see the next generation better than ours. I wasn't perfect. The skin I was in had truly suffered temptation, impatience. Everything in the body nurtures. I felt the good. I felt the bad. I felt the worries. But all in all, My productivity has strayed urgent. Faces and fears. Always knew that I will make it here, where the energy is magnified and persevered. Consciousness and synchronized a crystal clear. What he was going into already was the shit that Nipsey was saying. This was the shit that was going in, and that's why when he came in and he morphed
to Nip. No,
into Kobe.
No, I forgot about Kobe.
So he's looking at Nip and Kobe at the same time. Why? Because they ain't here no more. Both of them cats are gone. Euphoria is glorified and made his reflection on my life. And what I done was paid dues, made rules change out of love. Them same views made schools change curriculums. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's facts.
Euphoria, glorified, and made his reflection in my life. Damn. Them same views. He morphs back into himself, but didn't change me staring down the barrel of the gun. He goes right back into who he talking about now. Again, Nipsey. Should I feel resentful? I didn't see my full potential because I didn't feel that's what he was saying. I didn't feel my full potential. God damn, because he was very young.
He was very young. Yeah.
Should I feel regret about the good that I was into? Everything is everything. This ain't coincidental. I woke up in the morning with more heart to give you.
Man, that shit got me
got shot the fuck down.
Yeah. That shit got me
As I bleed through the speakers, that's when he came right into, man, that shit, that's when it gave everybody chills right there.
Oh, yeah.
As I bleed into the speakers, feel my presence, my brother, my kids, I'm in heaven. My mother, my sister, I'm in heaven. My father, my wife. Ain't it crazy how he put all those together? He had his father and his wife. I'm serious. This is heaven. Even though him and old girl wasn't married legally, he already considered her his wife. I'm serious. This is heaven. To my friends, make sure you count them blessings. Then he goes in back into himself. To my fans, make sure you make those investments. And the killer that spared my demise, I forgive you. Just, your soul is in question. I seen the pain in your pupils when you when that trigger had squeezed. And though I did my gruesome, though you did me gruesome, I was surely relieved. I completed my mission. I was ready to leave. I wasn't ready to leave. So he's saying two things at one time. I completed my mission, but I wasn't ready to leave. I wasn't ready to get the fuck up out of here. I didn't know today was gonna be my day. I can't stress.
I have more work to do.
Yeah, I can't stress how I love y'all. Now imagine, he's talking about Nipsey, but he's in his own body now.
In his own body, yeah. So he's talking about Nipsey, but he's talking.
I can't stress how I love y'all. I don't need to be in the flesh to hug y'all. The memories recollect just because y'all. Celebrate me with respect. The unity we protect is above all. He goes right back into Nipsey. And Sam, he talking about his brother.
Yeah.
I'll be watching over you. Make sure my kids watch all my interviews. Make sure you live out all your dreams we produced. Keep that genius in your brain on the move. And to my neighborhood, let the good prevail. Make sure them babies and the leaders out of jail. Make sure them motherfuckers don't. Again, what he's saying, brother, we got to stop rapping about bullshit that puts us in jail.
Yeah.
You can't be a leader when you being incarcerated. You can't be a leader when you dead. Look for salvation when troubles get real. Because you can't help the world until you help yourself. Oh, shit. They ain't being able to see it yet. And I can't blame the hood the day that I was killed. Y'all had to see it. That's the only way to feel. And through my physical, won't reap the benefits. Though my physical won't reap the benefits, the energy that carries on amidst still. I want you. Now I didn't put the picture up of him holding down the hookup, but yeah,
man.
But that shit was more of poetry than anything else.
Speaking of man, it's especially like you ever watch like the documentary Nipsey and Sam put out. When they started like the marathon, like first when they first got the store and shit like that.
I never saw it.
Now you gotta see that shit. Like that's why it gave me chills, bro. Because to see how what him and Sam did, bro, how they built it, bro. Like, it's really amazing, bro. Like it's really amazing, man.
Yes, sir.
But it's fucked up. Like what Nip said, bro. It's kind of like what Kendrick said. Sometimes I would say the good people be the one have to sacrifice the most. It's like Nipsey had to sacrifice his life for people to get a better understanding. Right?
Yes, sir. And if you tuned in, man, don't forget to hit that like, hit that share. From that point on, man, we already did it. We broke down the lyrics on there. I want to get the panels. The panels they take on it, and I know a lot of cats probably because I know myself, man. I done heard this damn song so many times when it first came out. It was just crazy. But let me go ahead, huh?
Got the comments.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we do got the people in here. Before we let the other people in, man, let me give a shout out to my mama, Gloria.
Mom?
Hey, mama. Hello. How are you? My girl, Sunshine. Go ahead, Sunshine.
Come and join. The link is down there.
Absolutely. Oh, Sunshine is on there. I'm going to have to make you a moderator, Sunshine, on here. I'm going to make you a moderator on YouTube. Insane Crazy. What's happening? My nephew. Come on in, nephew. My nephew, Dominique. What's going on, boy? And who is that right there? Because I can't see him back here. Tater Tots. I remember seeing you before. What up, though? What's going on? All right, man. Let's go ahead and get this panel on, man, so we can get this conversation going. We got some brothers on here that's ready to get some shit off their chest and shit.
These my homies. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We let me get y'all guys in here right quick. Let me go ahead and
Gerald.
Yes, sir. We about to get all you guys in here. Boom.
Yo.
All right, man. Y'all heard the lyrics. Y'all seen what we got going on here.
First, introduce yourself, fellas. Introduce yourself. Starting with you, D.
One. My name is D. John. You know what I'm saying? Active hip hop listener too. Crazy, same person. I'm just Lions fan. Stupid. Goofy stuff. I don't know. I'm ready to get into it, bro.
Bro, I don't know what the hell you just said.
I'm high as hell. Look, bro, I'm sitting up here.
Come on, nigga. Just say your name.
Oh, hi, bro. No, my name is John Perfect. No, like I'm super excited to get this. Like, this is a crazy ass video. And then the crazy thing is, I was never a Kendrick fan to begin with. He straight up took me over, bro. Like, he won me over, bro. Album after album, bro. Shit crazy, bro. This is a crazy ass video.
For sure, man. We're gonna get to that. Hey, yo, Mo.
Yo, Mo, avid hip hop listener. Let's get into it. Break this shit down.
Next up.
My name Gerald. They call me Jay. Big time hip hop head, born and raised on the West Coast. So always been a Kendrick fan.
What's happening? All right, fellas. So, let's get into it, man. What did you guys think about the lyrics, man? How did y'all even take what he was saying? Was it deep? Was it he could have did better? Did he come out? Is this probably one of his better body of work? Let us know what's going on.
It was deep. you know what I'm saying? It's something that, we expect from Kendrick. You feel me? I mean, he said a lot of this shit in like To Pimp a Butterfly. So I mean, but it's new shit, it's updated stuff. He's just telling, black, especially young black men, mainly the culture, like in hip hop. He mainly trying to say it needs to be a shift in our culture. That's the main point I got from him. The biggest point. This wasn't hard to decipher to me. This was this was deep. It wasn't the best heart to me personally. It wasn't the best heart, but it was he was really talking to us. I mean, like he ain't talking to us, but he was really talking to us. You feel me? So he was talking to us as a culture and mainly hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? That's with the glorifying violence and then going back and repeating it. Like forgetting it and then repeating it. As long as you're getting money and shit, everybody it's cool with everybody getting money and shit, but
Well,
even
one of the things I did get from a couple of people that was real avid listeners of Kendrick was that um, it was kind of mixed. Some people said, "No, it's just it's typical
yeah.
Kendrick," and then it was like if you listen to a lot of his shit, this is what he do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, Myself, I'm not gonna say like I'm just an avid listener, but man, I'm a hip hop listener too. I'm an avid hip hop listener. So I listen to him and everybody else, J. Cole, all of them. But listening to and owning a lot of his joints, man, I gotta say that in my opinion, this cat was banging.
Mm-hmm.
It was I mean, like you said, How to Pimp a Butterfly. I mean, it's just a lot of the things that he did it can go over the average person's head. A lot of the stuff he did. That's why I was like, okay, with this one song, I just wanted to go ahead and at least break the lyrics down because it was one dude. I was gonna get this nigga some shine, but it was this one YouTuber, the only motherfucker that was sitting back was like, I'm disappointed, and he was saying all kind of fuck shit, and I'm like, I would have listened. Like I listened to his whole little take. He never said no reason why. He had nothing to back it up. He was just saying a bunch of arbitrary shit, and I hate that because especially when I looked at his channel, I'm like, nigga, you supposed to be just hip hop nigga because all you see him doing is doing stories on people that's in rap.
He was white or black.
But he never has something to do with the art of rap. It's always about somebody going to jail, somebody getting, embarrassed and something like that. And I said, this
Drama.
nigga is a fake ass. Yeah, he's a fake ass academics. I mean, he almost got all the. Remember when academics first came up before he was doing all the interviews and shit, and he used to just do his videos.
Yeah.
That's what this dude is trying to do. And I could not believe that this motherfucker even had 50,000 goddamn followers. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna put his ass on blast. But I didn't want to give him no shine tonight, man. I wanted to actually let us go ahead and be able to talk amongst the fellas and whoever else that want to get on this panel to be able to talk about also.
Information man, what up though?
Information man.
Man, this is we had some information man. I learned so much from this man just from our last show.
Yeah, he tore it up, bro.
Man,
he tore it up.
man,
He tore it up, man. And hey, if you guys get a chance, follow this guy, man. Go to Information Man Show on YouTube. You definitely can. You definitely be able to get. He got a couple of YouTube channels. Matter of fact, Information Man, if you can, bro, you can put your stuff in the chat if you want to, brother, for them to follow you. Absolutely. And I also still, bro, I got to get back with you on the email. So
yeah, we got
most definitely to set up a date.
Mm.
But let's go, man. Who else got something else on the Kendrick shit?
I got some.
Let's go. I want to get into
Kendrick
it.
Shit.
Let's get this shit rolling.
Hey man, listen. Me being an avid Kendrick listener, like it's not a song that he dropped that don't get past me. I listen to everything that he make. I was kind of I listened to it a couple times. Like man, it's deep. It's more. He's more trying to deliver a message than for say rip a track up. I mean, don't get me wrong. He delivered the lyrics nice, like the way his cadence was on there, flip flopping the characters for the art for the video. Like, but the main thing, like my man Mo said, was the message. Man, the culture fucked up. Even in a nutshell. Like when he said you niggas fucking on your baby mama when you hit the yard. I mean, that's the culture. and that shit been going on since forever. Like,
Did you see how he did it too, man? The way that he delivered it, man, was just.
yeah,
I don't know how nobody else could see how my man did what he did, brother. He like my whole thing was I had to keep watching it, man, because it was, and I still haven't caught all the nuances. I swear to God, I haven't. I got before we get really far into it. It was another thing that I wanted to ask you, brothers. I'm glad y'all on here now. At the beginning of the video, remember he had on there, "I am everyone."
Yeah.
Do y'all remember that?
Mhm.
yeah.
I am period everyone.
Can I
If I can
can
find it, let
I
me see.
say something? Somebody has their computer in the background turned up. I think they should listen live or because it's giving a
You know what?
distortion.
That may be you. Let me. You know what? I'm fucking up. I'm tripping. It ain't nobody else but us. I'm tripping. Hold on. I'm the one tripping out.
Because you know
I'm tweaking. I got my
just in case y'all don't know, I'm an audio tech.
There we go. Can you hear it now?
Direction.
Let me turn it up.
Much better.
Yep, that was us. That was us. I'm like, what the hell? All right, because I couldn't hear nobody else. I'm glad
So you didn't know
we
I
did
was
that.
well, now you know I'm an audio tech too, right?
Yeah.
Producer, audio tech.
All of that. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this, y'all, right quick. Oh shit. It didn't. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually find it. But yeah, he had where he put. There we go. I should be able to put it in. Okay, here we go. So right there. It's not really where you can actually see the whole thing, but he did I am, and then he had a period there, and then he had all of us. Then he had a quote from Oklahoma. My question to you guys is, do you guys know who Oklahoma is?
Hell no.
Nope. Not even gonna lie.
Hell no.
You said Oakland Ma?
Oklahoma. That's so what he had on the beginning of the video was I am period everyone.
Okay.
Then the video started, and he had Oklahoma up under it. So it was a quote from somebody named Oklahoma.
Somebody said Oklahoma is African.
Well, that's an African proverb or something.
Yeah, it's not African. It's Native American.
Oh, it's Native American. Okay.
It's Native American, and it stands for my people. And so when you actually look at ma, that's my. Then Okla is people. His Twitter has Oklahoma on there. At the beginning of the video, when he started to speak, he said, "My people, my beautiful people." Remember, I told you I said when he was saying that and how he was doing it, that's what he was saying. So his alter ego is actually Oklahoma. I'm speaking for the people. So he was saying, "I am."
He's speaking to us. He ain't speaking to everybody. He's speaking to us, and we know who
he's
us
speaking
is.
to us.
Yeah, who us are.
But he's also saying he's speaking for us. I am everyone.
Yeah, that too.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So that's what he was saying. He was like, "I'm speaking for the people, and I'm speaking with the people." So it was kind of dope how he did that. The other thing was when he had in his what somebody was about to say something.
Well, yeah, because I have a question, but I'll let you continue since it's your show.
Oh yeah, let me finish. Then you go with the question. So he had in one of his other in his lyrics when he said that I come from when he came with the first verse and he said I come from a generation of pain where murder is minor, rebellious, and the Margellas chip you for the designer belt buckles and clout. Do anybody know who Margellas is?
Margellas.
Margellas, I mean Margellas. Margellas.
Man, that's the designer shit that I would never buy. Ain't that Margellas?
It's an actual. Yeah, it's an actual French designer.
Yeah,
But
French
they
guy.
call everybody those like all the knockoffs and stuff like that.
Hmm.
They call them that now. But that person was that's who if you heard the everybody did when you heard Niggas in Paris
Hmm.
with Jay-Z and
They put them on the map.
yeah, they put him on the map. He was from Belgium, I think, but he was a French guy that was from there.
Man,
But yeah, that was another thing where I was just like, man, it was so. My whole thing was that he gave. Oh yeah, he gave. He gave a lot of thought,
yeah,
to this project, not just this song. Because I was listening. Oh my
yeah,
god,
because
it was some other
we tell
shit.
them we got power. We put power in this shit. You feel me?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
So
do put a
we
lot of
put that
power, a lot of
popular
bullshit.
brand behind. You
Yeah,
feel me?
Follow
Yeah.
whatever we need to.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
and it's hip hop. We gonna
Hey,
popularize it. White boys and white people want to be that shit. They don't want to be that shit. You feel me? So
Until the cops pull up.
yeah, they don't want
yes
to be
sir.
that shit, but they want to be that
Everybody
shit.
want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
facts.
I don't know how many rappers put that in a verse for real.
uh,
But Sunshine, go ahead. You got something? You got a
hey,
question that you want to ask?
hold on. Shout out to Gemini Talk podcast with the 499 super sticker.
Yes, sir.
Those are
Oh, yeah.
that's our people, man.
Y'all get that. That's our people for
Yeah,
real. That's
for
what's
real.
up. That's what's up.
You know what I'm
Love
saying?
y'all, man.
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah. But
But
yeah.
go ahead, Sunshine.
Oh yeah, so I was just saying, as far as well, I didn't. I was just saying, well, good evening, first of all. Um, there's a contrast to what this discussion is, and it kind of upset me a little bit as it related to Kendrick putting out this project and the artistic creativity, thought, the consciousness of his blackness with recognizing, the various different images of the people that he was representing individually, such as Nipsey, and the others in the video. And what's bothering me is with social media and its blessing and its curse at the same time, with the negativity that stemmed from it, because and I know most of you all are either hip hop heads, into music, DJing, or just grew up, with the lifestyle, as being a part of our culture, no matter, what urban center we grew up in. And my my disappointment is in, everybody wants the the industry standard. It's no longer uh, acceptable in some spaces that we live in for a person to be their full self in this hip hop um, culture.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I know that you all have seen it where it was like, oh, Kendrick ain't this, Kendrick ain't that. It was not one of his hottest um songs. It didn't move me. It didn't do anything. It's like, my question is there a desensitized, are we desensitized to being black and being able to express and being able to acknowledge and, just really allow for an artist, regardless, like anybody could look at like if you go to a museum
Mm-hmm.
and your perspective or what it is that you see might be different than what I see, but it's still beautiful art. Whether if it gives you some sort of emotion, but I'm feeling like, there's a negative spin to artistic freedom, and
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked up.
So I can. This is my synopsis on it. We never addressed it for all these years what being black actually is in America.
Oh
We never
fuck.
we never had a motherfucking consensus of what the fuck this was. We turn people from friends. If they got black skin, we call them black.
Yeah.
We call motherfuckers anybody that has a dark skin. So it never was addressed, right? Therefore, it's very sensitive to us because you can't have a person to be able to be even free to say, man, I really don't dig, that art. It's still art, but I'm not digging it. And they not being able, most people cannot critique it from an intellectual, standpoint. They don't listen to it. The first two words, the first beat they hear, they like, fuck this shit. The motherfucker ain't shit. So when it comes down to that, it makes it very sensitive to us because then you have another side of it where they be like, that's a black person. You should be able to like it or whatever. And you got people arguing. And one of the reasons is because we never exacted on what it actually is being a black American. We put everybody in our shit. We tell this person, we never even said, well, fuck it. If we gonna call ourselves motherfucking black, let's at least put it on the legal books. So when it comes down to art and stuff like that, and we talk and like Kendrick Lamar and all these other rappers that comes in and they try to make us a little more conscious to our surroundings, and even in the hip hop world or whether it's just in regular life, it's very hard for people to do it because they don't even understand what actually being black in America is. My whole synopsis, because I don't want to turn it into a race thing, but I do want to say this: until we end up actually saying in America, this is what we are as a people, I don't know how we can even be proud of it.
Man,
I have no idea.
being black in
Go ahead,
America is like being a midget in the grocery store. Is everything's on the top shelf, and all the other midgets are fighting for the top shelf. If that makes
I'm
any
trying to
sense,
told you. Shit.
nigga. They
Better
built
say
it.
that.
We in too much competition with each
They,
other.
but not only that, the people that built them shelves, they built them that high for a reason.
They don't want everybody to touch
Man,
that.
it's notorious, bro. It's systematically.
You gotta earn to get to the top. You gotta find a motherfucking ladder. You better build your own
It's just
motherfucking ladder.
like our communities are built for us to be a part. Like we're built to be on top of each other, but we're built also to hate each other. So it's a lot of misunderstandings in everything, in communication, in music, in art. It's a lot of misunderstandings because of what society has put out there, what's supposed to be cool and what ain't. So when there's a misunderstanding within our community, what happens?
Hey man, hold on. I don't want to. I need to give a shout out to Timers Regan. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, man, charge it to the head, not to the heart. I also want to give a shout out to Gemini. Oh, we already did Gemini. Hey man. Hey, if y'all can come on, man, come on. I knew me. I think that's what it is. All of us are powerful. Was powerful in itself. Yes, I agree. I think he was referring to all of us. I am that I am. Okay, I got what you're saying. I am that. All right. I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying. But that's pretty dope, man. Thanks for supporting the show. Absolutely. And then we have that Crawford chick. That's because people. She was saying that's because people shut down when you do try to have that conversation. Absolutely, I can agree with
Broken
you on that.
communication.
Yeah, absolutely. But hey, who got something going on in the back? Just mute yourself if you got something going on in the back, so we can't hear all of that.
You got Dom. Shout out to Dom.
Where?
Dom right there.
Oh, nephew! What up, kid, folk?
That's probably him in the back.
Okay, man. What up,
Yeah,
bro?
that's probably that. Let me see. What up, though? Oh, he must be doing something. Okay.
But Gerald, bro, you just said some powerful shit, my brother.
Go ahead. I
Yeah,
kind of
we
Yeah.
ain't gonna put that on the rug, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
man, going back to being black in America because I've seen both sides. Like I've seen the other side, like what people call successful, because I lived in Indianapolis for 4 years, and I got opportunity to be around a whole different community, the one I wasn't raised in or from, and I got a chance to see how they move and how they work, bro. It's dog, they systematic with it, man. Like it's more systematic than people think. Like people, the other side, I don't really know how to put it without being offensive. You feel me? Because I mean, I spent a lot of time in jail. I spent a lot of time around like racist white folks, racist black folks, like, and people just are direct. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to white people and everything, man, they're very systematic in their decisions and what they do and how they come together, the camaraderie. Like they're very systematic. Like we are not systematic like they are,
No,
and
because we
we
keep
were
looking
built.
for we. I'm sorry, bro, but
But it's their
I can't
fault
let you
why
get.
we're not that systematic. Though they
Yeah,
kind of
but
like
we
everything's set
also,
up.
but we
Finish, brother.
also
I'm
got to
sorry. Finish.
understand. No, we also got to understand that after a certain amount of decades we on here, man, we have to understand that it's not about a leader because we keep looking for a goddamn leader. It's about a system. It's definitely about a system.
We need to
It's not
create
about a
our
leader at
system
all.
to communicate with each other and build off each other, because that's what all other races are doing, man. They're communicating and building. Like, I mean, of course, there's quarrels and issues within any party, any group of people. Of course, there's personal issues, but black people, we tend to take things a little too far, a little too personal.
You know
Like,
why?
man, I seen things that just blew my mind. Like, dang, that shit would have went too far in my hood.
You know
Like,
why?
damn, that conversation wouldn't have went that way around my people. And that's when I
Mhm.
realized, like, we really got a sad way of thinking. And then I'd be like, man, where'd that come from? Man, they didn't burnt that into us when they first brought us over here. Like, Kendrick dropped his album after he made that track. He had a song on there, and he said, y'all raped our women in front of us, then made us rape each other. That's exactly what he said. And I'm just like, I was just
Mhm.
stuck off that, like, damn, like y'all made us like do that, and then it just trickled down, and it, man, it's so much. I can go on for hours, bro.
Yeah, we
Well, let
can.
me
We
ask
can.
y'all another question.
Go ahead.
I have another question. So every, you know, few years, right? There's a Kendrick that sneaks through the back door of mainstream, and um, and I say that because if you notice right now, for conscious awareness and speaking, through music, Kendrick is on some of the largest platforms ever. He was a part of the Super Bowl. He was part of other awards ceremony shows, and like mainstream has allowed, and I hate to use that word, but mainstream has given him that platform to be that voice. And what do y'all think about, you know, because there are, I'm sure, in every city that I don't know what cities everybody is in, but there are conscious, aware artists all over this country that happen to be black, that have the very same messages, who are not mainstream, they're independent, they might just be real popular in your city.
Yeah,
Like, why
local.
is it
But they
Yeah.
right?
might not
Why
be a
is it
Kendrick though.
why
Yeah,
is it
earned that.
that
He earned all that mainstream success that he has. That's
Exactly.
earned. That's hard work. That's stuff that he put in. Dropping
Oh
those
no,
albums.
absolutely. I'm not diminishing anything that the work
Yeah.
that Kendrick has done.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
my
yeah.
question is more about mainstream, and why is it that they select
Yeah.
only so very few and not very often to
Yeah.
allow for that message, and that to be, because words are powerful, art is powerful, and
Mm.
like to only only have him being that representation, it's
Yeah,
not a, what
yeah,
I'm trying to say,
yeah. I
y'all.
got what I got.
It's
I got you. What you're saying? You saying is like basically like why we don't focus on the people who don't have the big success like Kendrick
Mm.
level. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people that put in work in our communities, but we don't pay attention to them people. what I'm saying? There's a plenty of people with social media platforms that's talking this real shit, like what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? Want to plan shit, where we could build a plan shit where people can build their own communities, but we don't talk about those people. It's kind of like we want to talk about, Black Lives Matter, right? When police officers kill black people, but when CNN post that shit, niggas be on it. Everybody posting the shit is trendy as fuck. But you can watch your local news and see the same shit every day, but just the difference is just from your own people. But we don't hype that shit up. So yeah, it's like I agree with what she's saying. It's unfortunate that we don't give the people that shine that who might not have that big platform.
Do anybody else want to chime in on this one before I go and get on my soapbox?
No, my thing is with stuff like that, when we talking about like the reasons why these people don't pop, it's because Kendrick is so rare. It's very few artists like him. We do like J. Cole. We do like Joyner Lucas. Like it's very few guys who are innovative thinkers who can actually put pen to paper.
It might not be hot.
Exactly.
It might. When I mean by hot, it don't gotta be like thumping or some shit. That shit might not. It might not be good. Like put together.
There are guys that do that though. There's guys that write music that can make you think and bop your head.
Because Kendrick, that's on one thing. Because Kendrick, his production be fire. I don't care what nobody says. His production be fucking fire. If that shit ain't fire, it ain't good. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you putting some Fisher Price ass beat, but the fucking lyrics is hard, but it's a Fisher Price ass beat, nobody want to hear that shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna really want to hear that shit. And black people, we know we want to, you know what I'm saying? We rhythmic as hell. We know when we want something to sound good, we gonna make that shit sound good. You feel me? Especially if it don't sound good, that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna fall on deaf ears. I understand it. You know what I'm saying, the lyrics or whatever. But even still, even some of the lyrics might not even be as good because like what B's saying is Kendrick is rare. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Joyner Lucas is rare. Even Eminem would be on his little Common is rare. Talib Kweli is rare. Most Def is rare. I'm trying to think of like some new conscious rappers, like maybe what's my man's name? Lecrae, but
hey.
You know,
I don't mean to interrupt you, Mo. Kendrick is rare, yeah. He's conscious, yeah. But at the end of the day, that boy is from Compton, and if you really listen to what he's saying, he conscious, but he be talking about like
he be talking about, he got some bops.
Have y'all heard?
Everyday
hold on, have y'all heard "We Cry Together"? That'll show you right there how observant he is.
Man, I'm waiting for the video, bro. We were just talking about that earlier. I'm waiting for the video.
He dropped the video today.
Yeah, that was a good shit. That was a good reflection about like toxic relationships that people think that shit normal as fuck. I got that point. That was a good ass song. That's a good point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go through that shit every day and you wonder why you got a homeboy. I'm like, why you be going through this shit, man? Why don't you just leave, man? And it be something so, Neanderthalish, you know what I'm saying? The pussy good, you know what I'm saying? You know how that saying go. But you deal with this shit. You feel me?
I get like
person attached to that pussy.
I agree with you, Mo, a little bit about, you know what I'm saying, like, because I'm the type, I was just telling him yesterday, like, it's a whole bunch of conscious niggas and niggas with bars, but that shit sounds weak, right? But I think, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the difference between fucking Kendrick and somebody that's underground, right, who's going to come up, that Kendrick just have more exposure, So it's a lot of niggas that don't really feel Kendrick music, but since he have a bigger exposure where he could touch different people, you know what I'm saying, that's how, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot different. So now he got a really a real audience now. That's how I feel like you build your audience. As long as you got that exposure where there's gonna be some people that are gonna like your shit, there's gonna be people that are gonna love your shit. And I just feel like what Sunshine was saying is that if we put that same energy, regardless if we fuck with them or not, if we put that same energy and just trying to just share a nigga shit, you know what I'm saying, shout them out, you know what I'm saying, little shit. If we care about the culture, we care about no, we so pro-black, right? It shouldn't even matter if a nigga shit garbage or not, because you know what I'm saying. Obviously, shit, the opportunities become the music. Your shit ain't got to be the best. So if we just say, "Hey man, let's overhype this nigga up, bro. Just give him the exposure, because somebody gonna like it."
Well, what I
I
was
don't
disagree with
disagree
you.
with that on that because like that's gonna
well,
make the scene whack as hell. Like who gonna listen to some garbage ass music? You feel
It's
me?
a lot of
well.
garbage shit
So
I
out
can I
mean,
there.
yeah,
Just
but
clarify?
that's
because they
Can
gonna
I
got
make it
different
more
exposure.
garbage.
can I
Don't ask.
clarify
Yeah.
what I was
Go ahead,
asking?
cause
I
I'm ready
want
to
to
get on my
clarify.
soapbox.
And what I when I asked that question, it was not necessarily about the listener's perspective. It was about the industry, and the industry
What they
which
gonna open that door for?
which
Hold on,
really
let's talk.
controls all of that. And my thing is that I asked the question because I was hoping that someone would like maybe think like I do, in that there is a fear in allowing multiples Kendricks at one time, because the message or the messages and what his words or his art, so it brings, is a consciousness. He could change the way people think, the actions that people make, building communities, in some regard. I just would think that there's a reason why the industry doesn't allow more than one Kendrick at the same time.
Yeah.
I think
Control.
Okay,
Hey, hold
I
on, bro.
think
Hold
that
on,
too.
bro. Hey, just to be fair, Dom, bro. After James make his point, you up
no.
next.
Go ahead, go
You up
ahead.
next, bro.
I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
Okay,
listening.
yeah,
Get it going.
but yeah, when he get done, bro, we gonna go to you because you've been chilling for a minute.
okay. So listen, going back, let me make sure that I'm clear what you saying, Sunshine. When it comes down to like the big wigs, record execs, uh, major record labels, and things like that, it's a fear. You think that it's a fear that they have when it comes down to letting guys that is quote unquote conscious rappers or conscious people to come in and to enlighten the people, to wake them up, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's nothing different than in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? When there was, the revolutionary type movement going on, where artists and others use their platform to
Absolutely.
bring together unity within black communities all over the country, etc., etc.
Mhm.
And I just believe that everything has cycles, and this is one of those cycles where I believe that and with social media and with everything being viral and rapid and all of this, that, and the other, the money is not in having an aware people, or a people that wants to bring unity amongst ourselves via art, and
All right.
using that as the vehicle to bring us together.
Okay, I'm with you.
I don't mean to interrupt, but they make, long story short, they making money off us killing each other. So why would they want us awake?
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, y'all watch Atlanta?
Yeah.
They making money off what's going
Okay.
on in the hood.
No, y'all
So
watch
why would they
Atlanta.
want us awake?
They had the rep. What was that? Mo, you watched the episode where
Yeah,
Paperboy had the theme with the Yo Hood?
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
that.
I seen that.
yeah.
I
What
saw
was it
that.
called? What was it called? What was they saying?
It was invest in your hood or some shit.
That's Yo Hood. And
Yeah,
what did old dude tell him when he went back to the boardroom and they changed the whole
They was
campaign?
like, nigga, you out your motherfucking mind. They had the gay guy,
Yeah,
they
he
had
said
the
yeah.
these.
white chick,
Yeah,
they
he
had
said
They
the
had
these white
black
people
chick.
ain't
everything
gonna.
else,
He said some these white people. He said, "You think these white people gonna
You
invest
think they gonna
into
invest in your shit?
right to not
It was the gay
invest in
guy
your
that was
shit
telling him. He
when
was
they
like,
want you
man,
to
he was
buy their
laughing
shit."
at him.
Yeah, it
He
was.
was taunting him and everything. He cut his mic off and everything. He like, oh
that's what
hell
I'm
no.
saying.
You
Why would
about to
they?
fuck up the whole hookup.
Yeah,
Why would they allow you to fuck their shit? No, we brought you
But
on
check,
to pay you. We just
man,
want to
shout
make
out to
it look better.
this the craziest thing. Shout out to Donald Glover
Thank
because he did some dope ass shit with that. So he had the LGBT,
right.
he had the what was the he had the what was the other minority he had? The Indian
Paperboy did.
person.
Yeah, it was like an Indian.
He had the women. The man. He had everybody, and then they had Paperboy
Boom.
as the black young male that was representing hip
Hey,
hop,
hey,
and
do
he
job.
came out, and he was the only one that was like, "Fuck that! I want to do this. We got to invest in the hood." And they was like, "Oh, ho, 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 ho."
They whited it.
What are you talking about? I get it, but let me go back because I before I lose my train of thought from what Sunshine
I
was
mean, but it
going to.
could be
when she
that
was-
though. Like, yeah, I mean, they like we don't see no value. They be the same. Like, she could could be right. Like, we don't see no value. Like, what you know what I'm saying? They'll put them. They could, and even still, they could put them like on a label or whatever, but they won't get as much. You know what I'm saying? Exposure as the next. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Lil whatever, because you know what I'm saying, they popping bottles or whatever the hell. You feel me?
But
So
don't
that
that
could happen. Because that happens to a lot of artists like that. You know what I'm saying? It's an artist named Cleo Soul. She fire as hell. But
fire.
you never heard. You know what I'm saying? She don't be.
Oh,
You don't
I
see
was
no
gonna
much
name her.
exposure from
Yeah, I
her.
was gonna
Like
name her with a lot of them, but
she like
yeah,
a modern day Sade and Erica Badu kind of infused to me. You feel me?
what was
Like
that name?
Cleo Soul. So like she,
dope as
you know what I'm
fuck.
saying, she dope, but she,
Look,
you know what I'm saying, she kind of
So
like on that.
and then also, you know, we
You know
talk
what I'm saying?
about people we don't pay attention to them type of people. We don't give credit to artists that been here for a minute that try to go in that lane to speak more logic in their music. Let's Jeezy and Ti, for example.
right?
You know, saying that point in their career, they were trying to be more logic. Ti and Jeezy even said it. He like, why do you decide to go back to the trap, man? Shit, that's what niggas want. I tried to do that other
He said
shit,
that, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, but they wasn't. It ain't. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. It's just it's money, it's business. At the end
it's
of
one
the day,
of
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, that
so
shit didn't
hard,
calculate.
so hard.
That shit ain't.
You
You know what
know,
I'm
so
saying?
you
So
know,
let me.
Hmm.
What happened?
no, I'm saying we throw artists away in the heartbeat in the rap community.
Okay, so just hearing from what everybody was speaking. So Sunshine, let me start it off like this. The reason why, when it comes down to a Kendrick Lamar and people that come before him, he ain't. That's why if once we get into it, I'm gonna let you know he ain't the first one to deal what he's doing. Man, there's so much dope ass music that's out there. He's just in the ranks. He's in the ranks of doing some dope ass shit. Now, this is what it is. We find more value into what's outside of hip hop than we find value into what's in hip hop. We should never have underground rappers. We should never have conscious rappers. We should just have rappers that speak about every other facet. Do you understand that we can talk about any other thing other than unity? We can't put a damn spotlight on, hey, we killing everybody. Because we have people that is not into hip hop. They're into money, stocks and bonds. This is what they into. It's not them that's the problem. It's us that's the problem because we find their water to be a lot more colder, their ice to be a lot more colder than ours. They get us to a point where we want to be a $60 million person. We ain't cool with 300,000. We ain't cool with 100 and something thousand when we rappers. We not cool with that. We need to make all the motherfucking money. However, when you look at the hip hop game itself and you see what's happening right now, when you see executives starting to have that melanin color to them now, we talk about big wigs now. I ain't even talking about Puffy. I ain't even talking about Jay-Z. I'm talking about it's other lawyers, dudes that went actually to do this shit. They're big wigs now. We thought it was a difference because of the fucking color. Ain't no motherfucking difference. When people sit back and think white supremacy is that you got to have a white or a pink pigment, that's what you. No, white supremacy It's everybody. We are all into this shit.
Wow.
Every one of us, whether it's directly or indirectly. So when you talk about this shit about hip hop, the reason why Kendrick can't do the things he want to do in it to go first and foremost, he have motherfuckers that ain't black that still run this motherfucking game. But he also got the black people that run this game too. Why? Because they're the consumers. They're the ones that sit back and say, that's hot or that's not. And the way that they do it is what? Money. So when he sit back and hear somebody sit back and say, man, I love your shit, but they ain't bought one fucking album. They don't know a fucking verse. They don't know when that nigga is coming in town. They ain't never followed this motherfucker, but they say that they love him. That's when he get back and say, man, fuck you. On some real shit. Why y'all think he's saying, this is my last album? Why you think it took him 5 years to do it? Because he cherished this shit. And what he did was say, yeah, I know I got fans out there that cherish this shit too. But the rest of the world is, man, these motherfuckers is fucking me up.
Yeah.
It's too stressful to get out here and do that. I want to live my life and be happy. If anybody actually followed Kendrick and actually know the person, not just the rapper, you know this nigga funny than a motherfucker.
He is, bro. I learned that in Power.
He got a comedy show about to come out. He just did a deal with some real shit.
Because he's talented.
Mm-hmm.
He talented as shit.
Put it in his music. His music, Mo was just talking about this. Like, we talking about Sada Baby and how Sada Baby, like, the funniest thing about him, he nostalgic. We talk about wrestlers, old cartoons, things that you don't see on TV, where he got a lot of 90s quote. And I'm like, Kendrick is doing that times 10 on a scale over and over again. He's making music fun. He's being the character, whether it's through his music or his videos. Like, to me, he an entertainer. Like, it's a lot. He got a lot of hats on, bro.
He do. However, this is a time right now where people have to look at him as everything. And one of the things that he's trying to do is he's trying to get this era right now in hip hop to step their motherfucking game.
I don't know my
it was
Facebook
the same
shit.
thing with J. Cole. J. Cole was like, I'm gonna put this shit out so somebody can at least give me some motherfucking competition, man.
Mm-hmm.
Drake do it with so much ease where he like, man, really? I'm the biggest motherfucker. He don't even. It's boring to him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's boring to them. Man, this shit is crazy as hell.
Every song he put out top 10, bro. It don't even matter. He's like, what I hit? 7.
Right, it's like
I wasn't even trying.
That's crazy.
Watch what I try.
With his eyes closed, dog.
Bro.
Steph Curry.
Right.
Hey, it's true. You say I'm Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
Yeah.
God damn.
He came from deep. It don't matter what it is.
His motherfucking self. He be like, nigga, I didn't even like that song.
Matter of fact, Drake's so cold, bro. Every time a new rapper drop an album, I'm looking for a Drake feature, bro. And that's the first song I'm gonna play before any other song. Not even consider myself like a super Drake fan, but I'm like, he got it, bro. And he had it for so long. It's ridiculous.
So long. Damn, nigga.
What up, man? My
it's
cousin
really
Damon and a Spizzot.
This nigga Drake, it's just easy on him.
Yeah, but we have to step the game up, man, because this is the thing. Hip hop has always been very
it changes though.
Aggressive.
It changes though, because back then with Public Enemy and shit like that, it was my conscious. That shit was, popping.
And it was big.
If it was more conscious rap, look, if the industry, if conscious rap, like right today, if like it was, more people popping like Kendrick and like Common, it was more common rappers and shit like that. Yeah, it would just popularize. Trust and believe, industry will be all on that. Like, as long as it make money, it's like, oh yeah, we on it. They work as long as it make money, it be on that.
Yeah, as long as it make money,
like, they'll be on it.
At the same time, bro,
you know what?
They capitalizing off violence and
like, they are. They capitalize
like the bad
they
shit the
capitalizing
most.
off what's hot. And violence is hot.
Academic made his whole career off O-Block.
Yeah,
and all the niggas.
Yeah, for
and I
sure.
can't get mad.
But niggas will support that shit. He supports
that.
That's fucked up.
But
shit,
you can't.
Bro.
But we in the loop though, because you can't get mad at them people that's bred from that product. They only gonna rap what they know. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, they may change. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Jay-Z.
Niggas
He
ain't
It
rapping.
never, no,
You feel me?
it ain't gonna,
But
never.
Ain't gonna change.
I'm talking
That
about.
part
I'm
is
talking
not gonna
about. I'm
change.
talking about the artists. Like they're
No,
they're
they ain't gonna.
changing.
They ain't gonna change, bro.
Let me tell
So
you. Let
Jay-Z
me tell you
didn't
what happened.
change. Jay-Z was
Who?
doing the same type of
Jay
shit.
Z,
That's I said.
Jay Z is
I'm talking about.
Hold
I'm
on.
talking about as far as like
he.
Hold on, bro.
his
Hold on.
oh
So when you compare eras,
yeah.
you gotta put it in context. First and foremost, when Jay-Z came out as a rapper, Jay-Z was not doing what these motherfuckers is doing right now.
I'm not
These motherfuckers are rapping about killing each other and actually doing
okay.
it.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about. I'm talking. Okay, that's bad too. But selling drugs is bad too, right? I'm just saying, like
Nah,
that's
not if
fucking our
your ass got
community up
not
too.
if your not if your ass got to make that bread. I ain't gonna even
I'm
lie,
just
nigga.
saying, it's still
I
fucking up
ain't.
our community though.
Hey,
So
I'm a conservative motherfucker when it come down to the hood.
I'm
Nope. If I gotta get it, if I
okay.
have
See
to
now
get
we
it,
putting.
nigga,
See
I'm
now
getting
we.
it.
See now we.
Now, whatever I get that comes behind that
Now we
shit,
counting
then
sins
that's
though.
what it
Now
is.
we counting
But if I
sins
got
though. So we counting sins. I get it though. Like yeah, different, but we still counting sins. He still did it.
It is.
He ain't
I
rapping
got you,
about
bro.
this shit
Yeah.
no more, is he? He not. So
Yeah.
no,
he
he didn't.
changed.
But listen. He did not. When you okay, we talking about a different era though, because by the time Jay-Z actually got known, Jay-Z was a rapper. He wasn't a street nigga. He was a straight up motherfucking rapper. There wasn't shit going on in the streets with that shit. This motherfucker was in the game for a very long time, which a lot of these niggas be in the game for. Before they pop, they've been in the game for about 10 years already. These niggas started out at 16. The motherfucker didn't start popping until he was what, 22?
No,
Shit.
27.
27? Yeah, he was a grown ass
He
motherfucking man.
ain't dropped
Yeah,
his first
grown,
album.
right?
Niggas 65
Yeah,
already
so
too.
A lot of niggas now they in
He
and out
still
this
put it
shit.
on
They
wax
got one
though.
fit in, one
and
fit
Still
out.
don't negate the
and
fact that he put it on wax though. So
no, it does. It don't negate it, but this is the thing. Again, when we talking about eras, it's a whole different thing. When you seen the argument back then, the argument was telling motherfuckers how it was in a different
true.
city, a different state. Like when niggas in the West Coast was banging,
True.
Mm-hmm.
didn't nobody over here know nothing about that shit, man.
Uh,
I remember when the movie Colors came out.
mm-hmm.
I had a homeboy before Colors came out. I had a motherfucking homeboy that told me he went there to stay with his brother. His brother was in a reggae band or something. He went there for the summer to stay with his brother. He hurried up and got his ass back. As soon as motherfucking September got here, he was like, man, I'm never going back over to California. He was like, nigga, I'm over in LA. I'm walking around. I had my motherfucking my top 10s on. I had my white and reds. Nigga, I did not know that I was in these niggas called Crips neighborhood. He was like, these niggas sat back and they was like, what set you? And he telling me this stuff, right? I don't know what the fuck he talking about. Couple of years later, this movie called Colors come out. It was exactly what he was saying. That was the only way that I actually knew the culture, the LA culture, the culture in the Bay and all these different things was by watching movies. When NWA came out, that was another thing that really got us in. Because during that time, these motherfuckers was actually, they wasn't even a fucking gang. These niggas never even called themselves gangster rappers. It was white people that were saying it that didn't like rap, period. They didn't give a fuck what kind of rap it was. They called it gangster rap. And I know y'all heard this one saying where they say, we're not against those rappers.
But we are
No, what he
against
say?
those
We're not against rap
thugs.
music, but we are against those thugs that actually came from a motherfucker in a press conference. And they were rallying against hip hop. They were sitting back taking motherfuckers' records and smashing them and burning them.
They
It
had
was
to,
in a big. They rented a big ass stadium.
You bought them.
there was those in them.
Yeah, that was. And so you know, you had Bone Thugs and Harmony wasn't even the first ones that used that sound bite. It was a couple of other motherfuckers that used that sound bite, but they were trying to call that shit gangster rap.
Ice-T,
But it was a
Ice-T
time where
used it.
we had to know what the fuck was going on. Yeah, Ice-T was the main one that they was saying.
He was one of them.
He
He
had a
was
song
one of the
called
most gangster rappers on the West Coast.
Yeah. He was the one that had colors out and shit
Yeah,
like that.
Cop Killer. Yeah, I know.
No, when he came out with, now check this out. They try to set Ice-T
Cop
up.
Killer.
They try to say the Cop Killer was a rap song. That was a rock
Yeah,
song.
Cop Killer.
That was a rock song.
Yeah, that
It
wasn't
was not a rap
Yeah.
song.
Different.
They called motherfucking
Mhm.
they called NWA gangster rap. They called Ghetto Boy. Now I gotta say, here we go. Let's go ahead and talk about the eras right quick.
Cause you right
Okay.
though, this shit is different. Niggas is putting it on wax and got cutout boards of their enemies. I'm like, this some different ass shit.
Yeah,
Scary.
they disrespecting
This
they
is evil ass
smoking
shit.
motherfuckers.
But I
Right.
just said it
Right.
like
Like,
it
it
just,
started off. This shit
it's-
everywhere.
you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, so even when you start talking about the eras, first and foremost, the most latest era is because of the most earliest era. We can get that right out the gate right there. It is because of that. However, one era, the latest era is supposed to be a lot better than the latest era. This is the thing where we go from who you blame. You can't blame nobody. It is what the fuck it is. You know what the fuck you know. However, you do have to sit back and you do have to say, hey man, that's some fuck shit right there. We got to stop doing that shit. The opposite of what we do there is say, I mean, it is what it is. I ain't got shit to do with that. It don't affect me. That's them. And that's what fucks us up. When we don't say, hey man, we all connected to this shit, please believe. Just like when it happened to, when you start seeing people that was in the suburbs and they started, you know, they didn't give a fuck about what people in the urban cities was doing until guess what? It started affecting their children. Once it started affecting their children, they like, man, we got to get rid of these goddamn thugs.
Yeah.
That was another word for calling them niggas, right? So we have to deal with this whole racism shit. We have to deal with a whole bunch of, so when we talk about eras, first and foremost, I got to say, I grew up with hip hop. Literally grew up with hip hop.
Like,
there was a time, and I always
old.
tell people this shit. There was a time where there was not hip hop in my day. Hip hop was not a genre.
This nigga was old as shit.
It was a hobby.
What the?
And it was, y'all think I'm bullshit. Y'all laughing, but that's what it was.
I believe.
It was a goddamn hobby.
Taking out that pump.
Funniest thing was, like everybody, Sugar Hill Gang was the first. No, that wasn't my first rap group. That wasn't the first rap group I ever heard.
It was your neighbor, nigga?
No, my first rap group I ever fucked with was Treacherous 3. Kumo D and all the rest of them cats.
No, Kumo D was hard though.
But before, this was before he was Kumo D, the single artist. He was with the Treacherous 3.
Okay.
You got to remember, these cats are the foundation. These are the motherfucking, this is what the basement is. This is our foundation. If your foundation fucked up, guess what else is fucked up? Everything else. So you had them. You also had Melly Mel. He was in a group called Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Everybody hear it.
Hey, that's conscious rap too.
Called The Message.
That's conscious rap.
Wasn't shit. It wasn't even conscious rap. This shit was the first shit that was coming. Like, we didn't have shit going mainstream like that.
Okay, hey, let me ask you something, right? When you first heard of like somebody rap, right? Like, what was your first reaction? Was it like, what the fuck? Like,
no, because they were
talking.
No, because no. Because you got to remember, it was an evolution. This wasn't something that shocked us. It was an evolution. You had people that were doing rap. They were doing it, but it wasn't that. I mean, if you listen to some of the shit in the 20s, they were rapping their ass off. But what happened was that when rap first came out, it wasn't a worldwide thing. Wasn't nobody doing that shit other than people that was in New York. Everybody else, that's where rap actually came from, talking. Let me rap a taste to you. That's what they used to say. You know what I'm saying? Right. But when you start talking about it being a genre and people getting paid for it, just wasn't no jobs out here. Wasn't shit. It was R&B. It was funk, blues, rock and roll. It was all that other shit. So we shared all this music with our parents. When rap came, we kind of like separated from them. And they were like looking at us like, that's some cute shit. I like it. But that ain't real music. It's a hobby. Because we were really young rapping. I had a rap group when I was in the 6th grade. My name used to be Double D. Why? I have no idea. Because that was everybody's names. They had a letter in their name. You had Cool C. You had Bubbles B.
Coming to the stage, Double D.
Double D.
Right. So and when you look at the rappers back then, on some real shit,
right.
When you look at the rappers back then, look at where they got their style from. They didn't have no other rappers to have their style from. They had rock niggas from rock. When you look at the Furious Five, you see what they had motherfucking leather outfits on and boots. These niggas had feathers and shit in their hair. These niggas was dressed like rock stars. There was no rap. There was no rap stars
Houdini.
yet. They were stars in their neighborhood. That's why they called New York the Mecca.
Night.
No, that was after, bro.
I know that.
That was when hip hop. When Freaks come out at night. Let me tell you, hip hop was motherfucking toddler. It was a toddler. It was a toddler. Literally, y'all. Rap is now 50 years old. So it's a full grown man. That's why you can have motherfuckers that's in their 50s and their 60s. It was never this way that you see motherfuckers getting money now.
It's different.
Doing it now, coming back.
It's different.
It never happened because hip hop never had a chance to grow. We wasn't that damn old yet. Now that we have it where it's a big world. This world is huge, bro. It was big in the 90s. But I think it's way more bigger now than it ever was.
Yeah.
However, we don't hold this craft that specifically black folks created to a motherfucking to some real currency.
Yeah, no.
If we did, we would never have motherfuckers being multi-million-dollar people in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. It would never happen. You think I'm lying? Look at all the rappers that's out there right now that's dope as fuck that never sold their motherfucking soul. They still rapped about what the fuck they wanted to rap about, regardless if they got a deal or not. And they still surviving out here. Look at the motherfuckers that hit the billboards 3 and 4 motherfucking time. Number 1 all the way to number 20. A lot of them niggas ain't even rocking no more. It was really fucked up to be a one-hit wonder. Yo shit hit, you niggas get scared. They be like, well shit, if this is gonna be a one-hit wonder, I'd rather just been a nigga that never gave my shit up. When you talk about Mos Def, when you talk about motherfucking even when who else? You got, I don't know if y'all know who Ja Rule the Damager is.
Hell no.
One of the most
Right. I thought you were gonna say Ja Rule. Nigga, hell yeah, no Ja Rule.
No, this before Ja Rule. These niggas are still out here doing their thing, dog, and they making good money.
I've never heard of that.
One of the most successful motherfuckers out here doing it. A lot of people don't even know.
I was just about to say it.
Oh my God.
Hard.
I was just about to say it. Independent.
Yeah.
But not only because he kept his own, he kept his
Yeah,
craft.
independent.
When you
All his
pay,
shit.
right, he's independent.
Right.
So when a motherfucker asks Tech Nine to come and do that, and this nigga is worldwide, and he fucks with Detroit heavy. He pulls a lot of people here. So when we sit back and say, and we try to make the excuse where people just want to get, no, there's motherfuckers out here that you actually know that can get down in this industry, but they don't have to sell themselves, bro. They don't have to sell themselves. It's a
I was
lot.
gonna
I'm
say
talking about
that
a lot
too.
of
Like,
them.
yeah, because it's kind of weird. Because like you won't be like mainstream popular, but you'll be popular enough where you have your own. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my man Tony.
Dolph was
What up,
Dolph
boy?
was
You know I gotta
independent
get you on
like that, too.
this one right here, nigga. This nigga is a dope ass motherfucker right here, dog. He gets it in. Been doing it for a long time, man. Y'all ever get a chance? Just look him up. You can go on YouTube and look him up. He get down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he got songs forever, bro. Forever. And it shows that it's quality, like you guys were saying before, where you have people that talk that you know, and they try to put conscious music out or whatever. I just don't like calling it conscious.
Me either.
It is what it is. It makes you aware.
I don't like calling
it just
it
makes
that
you
either.
fucking
But
aware.
but at the
Yeah, it
same
just makes
time,
you
I
aware.
mean, They got
But it gotta be dope.
it.
Somebody was saying it with me.
Like,
It has to be some dope
Yeah,
shit.
that delivery
has
gotta
to-
be
you gotta
right.
you gotta be dope. I ain't gonna front
Yeah,
like
it's
you
all
got
about
a
the
lot of
delivery and the sound. Because at the end of the day, it's still
Let
hip
me
hop,
tell
whether
you,
it's
David
conscious or
Banner.
not.
cold.
It's still hip hop. It's still
Big
rap.
Crit. I like
Oof.
Crit.
Big Crit,
Come on,
love
man.
Big
bro.
Crit. I
You
love
make
Big
good
Crit.
music, bro.
Come on, bro.
Big Chris
Listen,
now.
hold on.
He's
But
been
David
though.
Banner. Now, David Banner was known for some other shit, right?
Right.
But when you hear his God box,
Yeah.
you talk about some conscious shit. That God box be banging, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm
they
talking
just
about,
not as
and it's talking about shit that you're supposed to talk about.
Hey, you know,
It's talking about, and that nigga what he didn't shy away from talking about the hood shit. You should be able to. This is what hip hop is
hey,
everything.
you know who niggas sleeping on too? Cube got a couple
Cube,
tracks
too.
talking that shit.
Cube always
Nigga,
been.
hold
Yeah.
on.
It's hard.
See,
It's hard to be Cube though, because he
I
sounds
get it.
nigga,
and when he's
ain't no. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody. That, I
hard.
mean, Cube. You got to remember, Cube in the capacity he in right now. Cube has more. He has a lot of other things that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when he
But
was
if
making
you
music,
listen,
he had a
all you gotta do is just listen to motherfucking Death Certificate. You think I'm
I'll say
bullshit,
one of
and
those.
you think that motherfucker. If you think you will see where
I-
Kendrick get his shit from,
Off rip.
you'll be like, what the fuck? Niggas, they would sleep. But this is the thing: Cube is not hard pressed on it. All of these guys that's my age right now, they're not hard pressed on it because they want to push your generation. They want to push the generation y'all in, and the other one. They want to push y'all forward. But at the same time, they want to have longevity themselves. But that's what so they're trying to lead by example. So when you see an Ice Cube still on fucking stage rocking the mic, you see a motherfucking Jazzy Jeff still on the turntables doing this thing. When you see Big Daddy Kane, and you see MC Light, and you see these motherfuckers out here in their 50s and they still making top dollar on doing these tours and shit like that. They're not really worried about making a single.
no.
They figuring it out now. Remember when you see a motherfucker come out, man, on some real ass shit, ain't nobody really trying to hear what the fuck we got to talk about right now when it comes down to that shit. Ain't nobody want to hear about stocks and bonds and stuff like that when it comes down to partying. They want to hear about it though when you got that knock. When you just got that head knock shit. Motherfuckers be in the car driving, you going on a trip, you going to Florida, you going to Georgia, whatever, and you want to pop some shit in. That's what you're gonna hear us on.
Yeah.
Now, when you want to hear that club banging shit, they got it for it. They got everybody that you want to have. Ain't nobody trying to hear no conscious shit at a club.
No.
Nobody, even conscious motherfuckers
Not
don't
at
want
a
to hear that
kickback
shit.
either. I don't want to have the barbecue. I don't want to have no kickback.
Right. So
Not at no
it's
baby
a time.
shower.
So all of this shit has what I'm saying is that all of this shit has a time and a place.
Exactly.
For it.
It's damn near to the point where you
Everything,
can
it
only
should be
listen to it by
everything.
yourself. Because, like, what's the right setting to listen to conscious music except for on your way to work or on your way home to the gym on some motivational shit? You can only really listen to conscious music by yourself, or if you trying to put somebody hip to it
Yeah.
So
That's
and
what
bang
it's
that in the car in a
it's
room full of
music though.
niggas.
It's for you.
absolutely.
Yeah, this Kendrick album, though, I bang. You feel me? I
Oh,
know
Kendrick
that shit.
album, the album.
I'm begging it.
No
Hey,
way.
I bang that because
he been
the
going
Kendrick
for
album
them.
got like pieces. It's like
It's an audio movie, bro.
Hold on, my boy Tony he said OGs make more now than they did back in the day. Rakim said that in the interview. He's right. Because
Word.
they ain't worried about making sales. They're not worried about all these other things. What they're doing, man, is they're being in tune in their bag
For real?
when it comes down to it.
I seen Method Man just said in the interview, he was like, how these niggas getting this money? Because he said something different. He was like, these niggas getting like money, like he was like, how they getting these money? Like he's like, they getting these private jets and shit. Like that's like
No,
15
he's
to 30.
He's talking about the OG.
But he's talking about after.
Oh,
He's talking about the OG.
After, like
oh,
now,
yeah,
like
yeah.
now they making more money when they was in the industry.
That's making more money right now than
No, he was
when he came
like
out.
No, I was talking about I know that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, I said Method Man was saying something different.
Oh no, because he got bags.
Yeah, he was saying he was saying his perspective. He was saying, how these niggas getting this money now? Like he said,
Because of them.
private jets.
Because of
like,
that.
low key. He was like,
Because them niggas showed niggas. They showed the niggas and they listen to the business. They might not have
Method was seeming like they was getting more than what he was in the
because now they understand contracts, now they understand negotiation. Them niggas go to lawyers to go over shit. They understand like when they.
It's a different time
Like
too.
Thomas
Bro.
say,
Everybody was getting fucked over
But
in the
it don't
90s,
matter.
too. You got to
but
think
look
about
at
how
this.
many
Look
people
at
was
this.
getting robbed in the 90s.
Because I was just about to say that, Tone. Meth be getting 70 a motherfucking
I
show,
believe
nigga.
that. I think he was just talking about as far as like how like early these rappers are, like
really
early
40,
rappers
right?
getting like
Because they understand what to do when they get in these positions. Jay-Z is 50 years old. He done told his story. Now niggas see how he got there. Because Jay-Z was one of them niggas. If you think about rap as a sport, Jay-Z was the biggest free agent.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
when
feel
he
like
dropped,
they're getting it more now than back then, and it makes sense.
yeah,
Though,
because
exactly.
niggas
got
economy got niggas showed.
Hey,
They
I'm gonna keep it one. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and because we gonna go and right after this, man, we gonna go in our top 5. But I got to keep it a buck. Jay was not. This is how it was, man. Jay was not revered the way he is right now. He had to put a lot of fucking work in, man. That shit took a lot of motherfucking mixtapes. Took a lot of motherfucking projects he had. It took a lot of and it took a lot of losses. Because during this time when Jay-Z was coming out, like I said, man, these motherfuckers been doing this game for a very long. A lot of people don't even realize how much time it takes to put in this shit, bro. My boy Tony can tell you, man, he been putting in work for a very long time. But and I'm gonna have him on the show, man. I can't wait to do that show with you, Tone. But when you talk about Jay-Z and you talk about all these guys that came out, the 90s, man, was so competitive back then. And you got to still remember, hip hop was then, it was like a teenager still. It wasn't even a motherfucking, that shit means something, bro, because that game was something different. They were trying, they was just inventing jobs on the top, just right off the top of their fucking head. Okay, you're going to be the publicist. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. This shit was crazy when it came, when this shit got to be like that. So when you had, even when you talk about Jazzo.
Yeah. Jay-Z had a conscious rap
motherfucker, him and
before
Jazzo.
he didn't have like, it was a.
Now understand this.
Yeah.
You had LL still bopping.
Right.
You had motherfucking Light still doing her shit. You had Salt and Pepper doing their shit. They like the old motherfuckers in the game in the 90s. Literally, because how hip hop was then. You know, you 27 in hip hop and you still rapping during that time, you still was kind of considered old then because hip hop was still kind of young. Then you still had the new motherfuckers when you had Outkast come out, when you had the South was just going crazy. Snoop was the biggest motherfucker banging. Him and Dre was fucking everybody up. You had all of this shit going on, and in the motherfucking in the fucking 90s, it went so fucking fast for us, bro. Where we was just like now, you was talking about DMX. I'm like, fuck, when did DMX? I'm like, man, and it's really fucked up with me because my whole in the 90s, I wasn't even in the United States. So a lot of the shit I was getting was a little bit back. Yeah, it was a little bit back. When it came down, and most of the shit that we found out that was hot shit, nigga, it wasn't from the radio. It was from the clubs. It was from each other. Yeah. It was just like,
Snoop,
that's how we knew the shit
on
was
earth,
hot.
low key, bro. Snoop is the biggest, like the most.
No, he is.
Notoriety,
the most influential, the biggest,
bro. I have no problem. Smoke all my shit. I don't care. It's Snoop. Have a seat. Sit in my spot. Sit in my seat. No, go. Need anything? But, shit. What the fuck?
Man, let's go ahead and get into this shit.
Yeah, man.
Fuck this shit. Let's go ahead.
Oh yeah,
let's go
ahead. Let me go first because I gotta leave low key after this.
All right, yeah, let bro go.
Hey, look, we gonna go in the circle. We gonna the first category is this. Give me your top 5 rappers. I'm not talking MCs. Rappers.
You talking about, and this is personal.
This is
Oh,
all
your top 5. I can't say shit about
No
it.
political
That's
shit.
your
Yeah,
shit.
no, your shit.
Okay.
That's yours.
Your shit. No
It's
political
yours.
pick.
All right, I don't got no particular order because I don't feel like my brain. I ain't feel like you feel. There's no particular order. This is just my top 5.
No, okay.
Jay-Z off tops. That's been my favorite rapper off tops. I gotta go Currency Spitter because anytime he like that's just my favorite.
Yeah.
Best independent he be about his shit. Third. Ooh, okay, it get a little. Okay, third. I'm gonna have to put. Damn, third. It's tough for me. It get a little foggy for me because like, fuck. Hold on. Okay, third. I'm gonna have to think. What's my most listened? I might have to put. I think I'm gonna have to put. Okay, third Kendrick because I grew up as far as like hip hop. I got like all his shit. I have to put Kendrick in my top 5. Like any shit he dropped, I've always grabbed.
Okay.
Fourth. Fourth. Man, this is tough. Fourth, I gotta put Drake. I got to.
Okay.
Drake.
Major
Drake.
part, bro.
Drake.
I gotta put Drake in my shit.
Drake not even on my list.
I gotta put Drake in there.
Being honest.
As far as like I grew up, fifth might be tough for me. I'm trying to really think of like I want to say, man, well, I really, that's tough as fuck. Fifth, I don't want to say J. Cole because like J. Cole good, but it's like as far as my top, I don't put it in my shit. Yeah, fifth is hard for me. I'm trying to piggyback, like really back in my brain because my shit be jumping around as far as my top 5. But fuck, I'm trying to really think if like back in the day, it was in the 90s. I'm trying because I grew up in the 90s. Like, let me see. Let me think. Oh, Biggie.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why I fucking. Yeah.
All right. That's a nice little. Yeah, that's a nice little stash. I got you. That's all right. It's all right.
I know you mad I put Drake in there, but I'm sorry. Drake was a major.
Hey.
Nah, don't say sorry.
No,
he's major.
That's
like,
yours.
Can't hate. I'm sorry. I'm like, hey.
Matter of fact, let me go next.
All right,
yeah, go ahead, because I want to go next.
All right, so now I feel like it's. I feel like I'm gonna piss a lot of niggas off.
No, go ahead.
I got my shit in order.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this is the best to the worst?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No,
not worse, but you know.
Best to the better.
Okay. I'm starting. Oh yeah, ain't no worse. It ain't no worse.
The better to the best.
Yeah, so I'm starting at number 5. I'm gonna piss a lot of niggas off, but I'm going based who I listen to all the time. Payroll, number 5.
I knew it.
I'm putting Payroll there.
You should have known it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't laugh. And that nigga Payroll, no,
Oh,
that nigga sucks that.
oh,
Payroll,
Payroll,
that.
Bro.
Yeah, Payroll's that
It's
nigga.
yours.
Yeah. You want to get some money? Listen to Payroll.
Exactly.
No. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna work overtime with a crown on your face.
Number 4. Man, nigga, you got me fucked up, bro. Don't play that shit.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, you ain't gonna disrespect Payroll.
Not Payroll.
Hey.
I'm about to post this shit. Hopefully you like this shit. I'm posting this shit on Instagram. He gonna like the fuck
Oh,
out of it.
not pick.
But all right, number 4. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put Nipsey in there. I was fucking with Nipsey before niggas decided to fuck with him, bro. I've been fucking with since the Crenshaw album, bro, when he was selling them bitches for $100. Now I ain't buy that bitch. I waited till he put it on iTunes. But man, to that day, that album changed my mindset about a lot of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Number 4. Number 3, this was hard. Cause I'm picking shit from my childhood and now like who had the most I'm picking Jeezy number 3.
All right. I was thinking of somebody else.
You know what I'm
I can live
saying?
with you picking
It was
Jeezy.
hard as a lie. I was gonna pick Gucci or Jeezy,
not
but
mad at
Jeezy,
that.
like
All
I fuck with
Either or. I'm
Jeezy was
comfortable
who
with
I
you
fuck
picking
with.
either or for 3.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Now 2 and 1 is pretty easy. Number 2, I'm putting Drake, and number 1 is Wayne.
Okay, I'm not mad.
Hey, who's number 3 again? Who's number 3 again?
Number 3, Jeezy.
Okay.
I can live with both.
Wayne and mine, but yeah, yeah.
You fuck. Can I go now? I have no order.
I should have put Wayne as
Wait,
right to Drake.
So you said you got your number 4 was?
Okay, so Payroll, Nipsey, Jeezy, Drake, and Wayne.
Okay.
Okay.
Where D John go?
Oh shit! I don't know. His phone must have died.
All right, go, Gerald. You go.
He
Damn!
go
I
in.
should replace Drake with Wayne. That's because I forgot. God damn! I forgot
All
all
right,
the.
Oh,
okay. All right,
Dijon, go
Yep.
ahead. You
go ahead,
got the
D John.
flow.
All right,
Got the
bet,
flow.
bet, bet. All right, so look, personal list, and I'm gonna do some honorable too, because it's only right. It's too many motherfuckers. So no order. I'm going with DMX. I'm going with Raekwon, and I'm being. I'm gonna go with Lil Wayne. Oh, this is hilarious. And then I'm going with Kanye. That's my dog. These are people that I listen to heavy. And then the last, this is hilarious. It's Future. Only because I've been a Future fanatic for so long. It's just fun music. And then my honorable mentions, I'm gonna go ahead. Of course, I'm a Biggie fan, but you know what I'm saying. My parents put me on to that. That was my introduction. I want to throw talented creator in there. That boy growing ever since he came out. He started off weird. Now I'm like, this motherfucker's a
All that.
genius. Where was he at all my life? And then the
Right back
last
to
one
his
I'm gonna throw in
college.
there, he's back. And then one more honorable mention. This is the guy I listen to so fucking much. It's really the whole game. But I'm gonna do this one rapper, bro. Freeway. I don't know if y'all niggas familiar.
Ooh, yeah, Freeway.
I grew up on Freeway. Philadelphia Freeway to me, literally, I know we're gonna talk about this later. Greatest rap
Why
album.
you get old boy
Oh,
looking?
God,
Why you
that's my shit. I love that shit. Production.
Hey,
Hey
My
hey,
man,
hey, what's
no,
that one? Hey, what's
your
that one
top.
song?
I gotta say your top. I gotta say your
Just
top
get
five.
look
I
on
gotta say
flip
your top
side.
five is a
Oh,
little bit.
man, don't get me started, bro. That's flip
I
side.
gotta say your top five was a little bit. I think it was a little bit. That shit was. That's a decent top five right there, bro. For real. That's pretty dope. All right, let me go ahead and do mine, man.
Go ahead.
So my number one,
Curtis Blow, number 5.
Shut the
my
fuck
number
up.
one is Biggie. My number one is Biggie.
I fuck with
My number two
Pop.
Don't do it.
is nah. No, my number two is I gotta go with my number two is shit.
LL Cool J.
Gotta write this down. Son.
Nah, my number two is gonna be rappers. Snoop.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Okay, I
a
fuck
My
with
number
it.
three
I rock with it.
is gonna be Meth.
that's really
Mm.
good.
My number four,
I like that.
Jay.
All
I like
right.
And my number five, I got to put Cube in there.
All right.
All right, yeah,
I
All
gotta put
right.
Cube in
for
there.
sure,
Respect.
Yes.
I thought it
I gotta put him in there.
for sure.
My man Tone say this his.
Okay.
Number
Oh,
one,
you
the
got
God,
Ghostface.
Oh,
Bro.
Rakim,
You got
Scarface.
oh,
Scarface.
Oh,
let's
yeah, yeah,
go.
Scarface,
yeah.
Go, let's
Goddamn.
go.
Ghostface,
Yeah.
Ghostface. Yeah,
Tupac,
I ain't mad at
and
that.
Lil Wayne,
I
nigga.
love that little
Let me
thing at
tell you,
number 5.
I love your five, bro.
Yeah.
That shit
I
dope.
love your five. This is
Drake should
listen.
have been
The
an
reason why
honorary
you
for
do a
me.
five, man, because five is that's a tough thing, bro. When
It
you
is
know the
tough.
industry and you see these niggas that be getting down, because I didn't even put Wayne in there.
I
But
forgot.
if you ask me on another motherfucking day, I might have Wayne in there. I might have Scarface in there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say, my two, I'm always had them two. Now, since we said rappers.
Wait,
Hey,
Gerald.
oh,
There
Gerald.
you
hey.
go.
Oh, Gerald, I
Yeah,
thought you
let
did,
Gerald
Oh,
Gerald.
go.
straight waist coast shit. Come on, man. Ready? No.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
you
real with
already
you.
know this ain't gonna be like 40.
Oh,
No,
When I go out there with
listen,
my sneeze
my list
snap on
don't
some
fuck.
hey,
shit.
I love E40, bro. You about to go straight waist.
I know. Listen, man.
Let's go.
My five are more lyrical because you know what I'm saying. I like content. I don't just like you know what I'm saying. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all. Number one
I
is
can smoke a
Hove
bag of that.
off bail
Man,
because you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. He's just been like top tier his whole career.
Drew,
Number
nigga,
two is Kendrick, just off the simple fact that I'm from California and I can relate to every song he put out. I can relate to it.
he ain't never got the
Three,
back.
three is Cole, just off the simple fact that I like Cole, man. He like that. He like that nigga everybody was cool with, but he ain't from the hood. But he from the hood type shit. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't one of the dope boys, but he was on the block with us. Hey, we finna shoot this
Yeah.
bitch up, bro. Going to the house. He was
Oh,
like, I
All
like
Yeah.
Cole.
right.
Yeah.
4 is
Bullshit.
He was
M
the fly on
just
the
cause
wall.
yeah, 4 is M just cause like dog just off his features alone, bro. If he on your
Yeah.
shit, you in trouble.
Okay.
Like you can't say Eminem ain't like for example, Big Sean with No Favors. That nigga Eminem just dog. You could just take Big Sean verse off.
Yeah.
He killed No
Yeah.
Favors. And number 5, this may sound crazy, Pusha T.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
Pusha
one.
No,
dog.
nigga, are you crazy to say it sound crazy?
Pusha is
What?
It was Pusha
crazy.
T.
right.
Listen,
That ain't
Crazy.
it was
crazy.
Pusha T. It was Pusha
Pusha T
T
go,
or
yeah.
Hey,
Jadakiss.
hey, I'm about to be
Shit,
honest.
that's a
Hey,
Gotta go. All
misdemeanor.
right, bro. All right, bro.
I
My
love you,
man.
bro.
Hey, man, love you,
All
bro.
right,
Y'all be
bro.
Thank you
easy,
for coming,
man.
bro.
Love
All
you,
right,
bro.
man.
Be
All
safe.
right, man.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
I got Pusha
Hey,
T, man.
Pusha,
man, come
nigga, the
on, bro.
Clips.
I was just
The
rocking the
Clips'
Pusha.
first albums is one of my favorite albums.
What
Oh,
you mean?
for real.
I got Lord Willing in my top 5.
Oh,
Man, what? Oh
what's
man.
that song
All
again with
right,
Faith
man.
Evans? Dog?
Let's not jump the gun.
All right, let's
Hey,
keep this
oh,
going.
hey, Sunshine. Sunshine, what do you mean? Any thoughts on the Atlanta case? I'm not understanding what that is.
Yeah, me
Ooh,
neither.
Atlanta
Clarify that
case. You know, Thug
a
and them
little
got
bit.
indicted. Them niggas got
Oh,
Ricos.
yeah.
Oh
All them
yeah.
Oh,
niggas there.
oh well. Wait. We're gonna talk about that. We should talk about that some. But
Yeah.
let's continue
You
on.
should
Let's
have your
keep
hold
going.
up.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie to
We're gonna
y'all.
come back to that.
That should be a whole show.
Okay.
That Atlanta shit should be a whole show because niggas got
Yeah,
information for
yeah,
days on that. That should be a whole show.
Yeah,
yeah.
Don't talk that. Say that for
absolutely.
I
another
didn't
day.
even know until I seen Thunder
Yeah,
locked up. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
everybody. I'm like, oh, the
yeah.
rapper
That
is
shit deep,
here.
bro.
This,
That shit deep.
whew.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let's keep them. Let's go to the next
All right, the
category.
next one. Let's go with
MCs.
top 5 MCs.
So this is a different list. I'm gonna start off. All right, so MC is like, who got the bars, what I'm saying, who got the, the lyrics, and I guess, what I'm saying, what they talk about, how they make an impact on hip hop,
No,
right?
MCs is the
Yeah.
ability to take your words and just fuck a
The,
goddamn track up with it.
Yeah.
the murderer.
All right, so yeah. All right, so number 5, man, I gotta put my man's Fabulous in this bitch.
We get it started off right.
Fabulous.
We get it started off
Man,
right.
niggas like bar games is crazy, bro. I don't really know too many rappers go fucking with come on the bars, putting his words together and shit. You know what I'm saying? Number 4, pulling Nas. Man, growing up, man, like
Son.
so even though growing up as a kid, I had to go back to his earlier shit like Illmatic and shit like that. But nigga, when motherfucking what's the one he said? I got yourself a gun and had one mic and shit. I had that album.
But still,
Godson was my favorite album, nigga. My favorite Nas album, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put Nas in there. Number 3, Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the verses woke us up.
we forgot.
I've been, what I'm saying, niggas, we fell in love with Dipset so much we forgot about Jada and the Locks. At least us young niggas, But yeah, I'm putting Jadakiss in there. Number 2, number 2, I'm gonna put Kanye. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I listened to a lot of Kanye growing up. College dropped out, you know what I'm saying? That was my shit. So I feel like when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying, with Kanye putting his words together, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he was the first, honestly, for me, the first rapper to start thinking about other shit, like to have a open mind about a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put Kanye number 2. And number 1, put J. Cole, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like J. Cole, man, just like we talk about Kendrick, man, he one of those, bro. So
Okay. Who next?
I'll go next. I'll knock it out. My shit pretty simple. It's low key. No particular order. Jada, Nas, M, Wayne, Scarface. No particular order. Scarface is the first rapper where when I was listening to music and I started understanding what the fuck I was listening to versus me just bopping my head and just yeah. Like when I first found out what the Whisper song was really about. Like I thought that was fun and friendly. We speak that shit in school. Scarface the first nigga that had me really crying. Hand of a dead body. Seen a man cry. Like smile. Like he was one of the first rappers that I really connected to emotionally. He was a wild boy. That's why I like that. That shit crazy.
right.
I'm the backseat kid listening to whatever my parents were playing. And thank God my mom and my dad listened around My mom still listen to rap to this day. Wild West and all of other, like I said, all the singing niggas, but nah, real lyrics is that's cool.
Mm.
Oh, hold on. Before you go, Gerald, Big Chris said Prodigy. Honestly, bro, we need to do if we did it
Hey,
like
shout out to Big Chris too, man.
if we do a we should have did a top 5 rap group because goddamn it,
We we
Mob.
we'll do it after we get these in.
Then we can definitely.
I ain't got a problem with
I
that
got
either.
one or two.
All right, who next?
All right, MCs. All right, I'm just growing off like what I liked the most growing up, as far as like MCs. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was a big fan of Cassidy.
Mm,
Cash used to snap in his freestyle days.
battle rap.
For sure, bro.
Yeah,
Niggas
like
could talk shit about
MCs.
him now, but Cassidy, man, he was one of those niggas.
Yeah, like MCs. Of course, Jadakiss on my list, as far as like in like raw MCs. And hold up, let me clarify. What I view as an MC is a motherfucker that I feel like from hearing this music don't give a fuck about sales, don't give a fuck about fans, just care about the music and
Absolutely.
delivery and just raw a microphone. Like nigga, don't give me nothing but a mic. Like
Yep.
LL.
Yep.
Ooh, okay,
Gotta
yeah.
say
The goat.
LL.
The goat. Can't be fucked
LL
around
was
with
one of
that.
the biggest. Of course, Fab. Like still to this day, still
To
to this
this
very second, Fab will go
almost
bar for
50.
bar
Fab
with anybody
Anybody.
that ever made an album. Fab can go bar for bar with him.
Anybody.
And
almost.
you know who my number one MC is?
Already
The Game. I'm sorry,
Game goes too. Game goes
Game,
too, bro.
Man, y'all not really
Game.
listen. Y'all not naming anybody that can't be. It can't be argued. That's why I wanted to have our top because I wanted to
Oh,
see where you guys were coming from when it comes down to this game because it's a huge. Trust me, bro. This hip hop is a huge. Remember, I don't know if y'all even understand that it used to be a time where motherfuckers in hip hop used to have to do shit to cross over to other genres of music. Now everybody is crossing over to us.
hmm
And the thing, and that's why I say us, man, because I've been doing this shit. I've grew up with this motherfucking shit right here, bro. And I'm telling you, near and dear to me, it got me through a lot of motherfucking shit in my life. I'm talking about some real serious shit in my
I got a
life.
question.
Yeah.
Jay-Z did that Numb and Encore mashup when I was young. I had to be in middle school, early high school
Me
when he
too.
did
Me
that
too.
mashup with Linkin Park. Bro,
No,
that
that
put
was
me
yeah,
that
he
wasn't Linkin
did
Park,
well, he didn't
was
do
it?
the
Usher
mashup.
did Linkin
That
Park.
was
I
your
think.
boy. That was the
I think.
DJ DJ Clue.
Yeah, but Jay-Z performed that with them boys on a
Oh, you
stage, I
talk about
remember.
That was
you talk about the
uh
live when he did the unplug.
yeah,
Yeah,
Lincoln
the
Park.
Numb.
Yeah.
That made me start listening at that time right there. I started listening to other music.
Nigga,
That what made
shit,
me
nigga.
look at other shit like damn, it does connect. Like, 'cause I thought I couldn't
Yeah.
connect it to
Oh
rock
man.
and shit like
Chris
that.
Big
Man, I
Chris
was
said
wrong.
I
Big Chris said Big L. Let me tell you, if y'all never heard Big L's body of work, man, he died too soon. But when you talking about this motherfucking, he got this one song, man, where he clarifies all the motherfucking what's the name of that shit? When he was doing all the ebonics. And that motherfucker he was explaining what all the fucking slang was, all the ebonics was in there. Y'all ain't never heard it? Big
It's
L
on YouTube.
Ebonics. If you go in there, that motherfucker so motherfucker. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Mm.
You go in that motherfucker, dog. He was dope as fuck. You know another motherfucker that was out cold, and I let me do it in minds. Let me do it in minds. Like I said, rappers and MCs are something a little bit
Hey, I
different.
want to put
I can do
Papoose
that.
as an honorable mention too.
Nigga, that's what I was about to say. That's why I didn't want to say
Oh, my
nothing.
bad.
That's why I didn't want to say nothing. Pat Poose is so motherfucking out cold because he takes his fucking craft serious.
Serious as fuck.
He takes his craft fucking serious, bro.
Mm.
No matter what nobody say,
Great
he
minds think
takes his
alike. Because when you
motherfucking
said Big
craft
L,
serious.
great minds think alike. Because when bro said Big L, right now Papoose is probably the closest thing to him in my mind, as far as like
Yeah.
delivery and sound. Papoose
Yeah.
just
No, I think he surpassed him already because Big L didn't have a chance to, you know what I'm saying? He never had a chance to get all the way to his potential.
I agree.
So it's nothing wrong with saying no, Papoose had did what he was supposed to do. He surpassed it, but he took that as his foundation. And not just him, you got to remember, man, when I tell you, bro, it's so many undiscovered or underdiscovered artists out here, man. It's so fucking dope. That's why hip hop is so fucking dope, because it's not about who hits the billboards and all of that crazy ass shit. When you talk about some of the dopest motherfuckers, it's just like talking about the motherfucking baddest motherfucking basketball player.
Mhm.
The baddest motherfucking basketball player ain't never been discovered.
Yeah.
That's how we look at hip hop when you talk about MCs. When you talk about rappers, it's one thing. When you talk about MCs, it's another thing. It's the same thing when you talk about niggas spinning records and a fucking DJ. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. It's two different levels of it. One level can be better than the other one, but you don't shit on the other level. You just say, hey, look, it's just another level. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas don't make it past that other level.
What's your top 5, James?
All right. Some other top 5 MCs. Hold on. Tony said the Jay-Z, the great album with the Beatles wasn't, nigga, that shit was so motherfucking out cold. That shit was so fucking out. And how many motherfuckers actually heard that?
No.
I ain't hear that shit.
The great album. Come on, bro. That's why hip hop is so important, bro.
I ain't hear that shit.
Because when you get out there, man, I was about to say my motherfucking ideal, but I can only say that shit to motherfuckers that I'm gonna be in partners with. But we got some shit that I had an ideal on some shit, man. Well, I said we ain't even did that one yet. I ain't gonna tell you.
Tell me after the
You
show.
got your goddamn mind. You think I'm gonna tell you this one right here?
After the show.
Fuck around. I'm gonna be mad. I'll be one of them salty niggas. I'm gonna be on motherfucking one of those goddamn interviews. I'll be like, yeah, Rob was my man right there. I told him my idea, and that nigga took my motherfucking idea.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna be the bad
Fuck
rapper?
that. I'm suing for $25 million, but I'll settle out of court for 20. No, we good. Man. You never had collector's cards. MCs, hip hop artists, groups, and all of that shit. You never had motherfuckers sitting back. It probably wouldn't be cards anymore. It'd probably be something that's digital. You know what I'm saying? Because they got all this NFT shit and all that. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, let me go with my motherfucking my top 5 MCs. First one I'm gonna say, Biggie.
Okay.
He was my first rapper. He's my first MC also. Second motherfucker I'm gonna put on there is I gotta put the God. I have to put the God. Rakim.
Okay.
I gotta throw Wayne in there, Lil Wayne in there.
Sure.
Have to throw him in there. Papoose, number 4. And shit. All right, let me go with let me put Jay in there.
Okay. I ain't mad
Go
at
ahead and put Jay in there. Yep.
So what's next?
Oh,
Top 5 producers.
top 5 producers. Let's go with it.
I go first.
Yeah, go first.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Number 5, you know, gotta rap, you know, I love my Detroit music. So number 5, I'm going with Helluva.
Boom! Bro, you did
Helluva, bro.
Yo,
We not gonna act like you ain't gonna act like, you know what I'm saying, Helluva ain't been around our whole middle school, high school.
I was just about to say he's the sound of our child.
Helluva, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
Helluva
niggas
made
is
this-
hot now, and he started out when them niggas wasn't shit. So yeah, we gonna go Helluva.
Oh, hold on. Before you go there, I didn't know that shit, Tone. Ray J Payne is Big L's son. I did not know that.
Wow.
Little hip hop motherfucking oh shit. Oh yeah. If I told you, all 3 of my shits change. All right, brother. I ain't gonna.
Hey, Cool G rap. Hey.
Yeah, Cool G rap.
That's my nigga.
Yeah.
Whew.
But number 4. I feel like enough people don't talk about enough. Zaytoven, man. We ain't gonna act like no. Why we like Gucci? Gucci is Zaytoven to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole everything with Gucci, OJ the Juice Man, all that shit, man. I'm putting Zaytoven number 4. You know, number 3. I'm gonna send to the West Coast, Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, you got Dre
Dr.
at 3.
You got him at 3, dog.
I got him 3,
Crazy.
dog.
That's kind of like the nigga that started everything.
Damn, you.
Gotta respect
Like,
the
he
man.
single-handedly, like,
That nigga said I started this gangster shit.
bro.
And this the motherfucking thanks I get.
God
I got
damn.
him at 3. It was tough.
God
But
damn,
number 2.
bro. This ain't no
I
order
know,
next
bro.
time. You heard niggas feelings.
The disrespect.
Big time.
But number two, I got Timberland,
My nigga.
and number one, I got Pharrell.
I can live with that. I can't live
number
with
one?
Dre at
That's
3, but
my
I
number
can live
one.
with his list.
I'm spoiling.
Huh?
Well, you got Pharrell that's not. Huh? Well, I mean, it's from your perspective,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
but you gonna have to change that shit, nigga. I'm gonna throw in an addendum for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, Pharrell was on everything. Pharrell was on everything.
Pharrell
I
even
get
helped
you.
That's just
produce.
growing up.
I can't fuck with you.
You know what
Pharrell
I'm
even
saying?
helped produce Pusha T album he just dropped like recently with. So that nigga Pharrell still working to this day from fucking
Man,
30
bro.
years ago. So I can respect it.
All right,
Dijon?
let's go.
Okay. All right, bet. No particular order. I'm just gonna get the legend out the way. You already know Dr. Dre on that bitch, bro. Off rip. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and throw out RZA. Fucking love Wu-Tang, all that good stuff.
Hell yeah.
Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and drop Pharrell. Like Rob was saying, I ain't gonna lie. If I had an order, he'd probably be number 1. But he just everything he put his hands on to me is just beautiful.
You
It's
fuck with
beautiful
it.
music.
Yeah.
It's different. He bringing worlds together. Like to me, it wouldn't be no Kanye without Pharrell. That's why I'm like, I can't even put Kanye on there because I'm like, Pharrell was the first nigga to merge fashion and music. Take niggas from the ghetto, introduce them to high fashion shit that they would have never seen. Like a different type of beat. I love Pharrell for that. Next up, I'm gonna go with Timberland, and then my last one kind of hard. I got to take it to the South.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with because I love what this nigga do, and he behind the scenes. He on the mic. He behind the scenes. Niggas don't even know the type of production this nigga bring to the game. Juicy J,
No. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole 3-6, everything. Like my nigga.
I can
When
smoke a bag of that, nigga. Yeah.
Bro,
Totally
Yeah.
forgot
Please.
about Jay.
Jay.
Yeah.
Juicy J.
I mean, like
I need
everything.
some niggas my age that actually come on the panel. Tone, y'all niggas gonna have to come. Everybody that's my age, they gonna have to. I'm holding it down, but all right. But I respect.
That Gen Z.
Y'all niggas is
Gen Z shit, y'all.
Y'all ain't coming with no bullshit. I gotta say, y'all ain't coming with no bullshit. I thought it was gonna be worse, bro. I ain't gonna even lie.
Hell no.
I thought it was gonna be worse, but I feel y'all, brother.
gotta
Oh, let me
Send
throw
me
one
90s
honorary
baby.
mention.
No, that's
One
why.
honorary
Look,
mention. One honorary. This one. Southside
Yeah.
Music. I don't know if y'all hit the nigga that worked with 50.
Yeah.
That motherfucker
I got a
cold.
lot of
He
these white
undertakes
labels
over the
already.
beat, but he make good ass production, bro. He make a lot of artists better than what they are. I think that's a problem with music today. Is the producers got too goddamn good. Like the rappers ain't get better. The producers did.
Yeah.
The production did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna say one more too. All right, one more. I'm gonna say, because she almost was gonna hit my top 5, but Missy Elliott.
Yeah,
Thank
bro.
you. I was thinking
Yeah.
of her, but I
Hell
went with
yeah.
Timberland. But hell yeah.
Hold up. Wait. Missy should be in the top 5 of every single last one of
Yeah,
these
she
lists.
should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Really should.
Like, low
It's,
key,
it's
quietly.
5, nigga. If I
Yeah.
said top 10, I could fuck with it. But we talking about some heavy hitters. I ain't gonna even lie. Missy is look.
Respect.
This ain't taking like most people. We talk about 5. This is the reason why we do 5, man, because it's a hard fucking deal. You got to think about this shit.
Yeah.
You really got to think about this shit. So is it on me?
Yeah.
You.
Fuck.
It's on you.
All right. So I got to put, and I'm going to try to do this shit by era. My number one would be Rick Rubin, Def Jam.
Off rip.
And he did Jay-Z's Black Album.
I see why you said you wanted more niggas your age, because I'm like off rip. You said Black Album, the Beastie Boys. Like I'm on the backseat rider. I know Rick Rubin. I heard his name. I'm like, okay.
That's a dope ass thing to say. A backseat ride. That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
So that's a nigga. When we had a next millennial show, man, you gotta come on, bro.
Okay.
You gotta come on the next millennial show, man. Y'all gotta come and fuck with us.
Yeah.
This is for y'all, man. This is for y'all generation and the generation up under y'all.
Yeah, I can't wait.
But all right, so yeah, so Rick Rubin,
Right.
that's my first one. Going to 80s. Let's go with Dr. Dre.
Right.
So
Hit the 90s. Nigga, I gotta say Lil Jon.
I got one
Love
to
that.
add to when you done too. I just
okay.
thought of the nigga that
Yeah.
y'all gonna be mad at when you done, Jay.
yeah,
I got a nigga that's gonna piss y'all off.
So that's my third one.
Little John, goddamn,
That's crazy.
2000s was
Fuck, nigga, he made a whole genre, bro. We ain't gonna get into it.
That nigga did a whole,
Yeah, bro.
Cause he EMD right now, and he's still club banging. But
Why the fuck not?
Shit,
the money in that EMD music.
You see, Flow Rider went there. Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Man,
He
said
ran.
that nigga shit.
He was like, this a pop check, this a rap check.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I gotta put motherfucking I gotta put Timbo in there.
For sure.
Okay.
Gotta put him in there. That's my fourth one. And my number 5. Shit. This gonna be a motherfucking
It's a toss up.
It's not a toss up, but it's gonna be something that motherfuckers gonna be tripping on me. And I gotta say that this nigga did some things. Motherfucking DJ Mustard.
Mustard on the beat.
I was gonna put
Okay.
Khaled. I was gonna put Khaled, but when I seen what DJ Mustard had to go through, I had to. Khaled is like an executive. I mean, he when he was DJing, because we could do. I'd rather put him with DJ. Because Khaled with me in my era, Khaled was always the DJ.
Right.
He was with, he was doing the era when you had motherfucking
when radio host was
Craig.
was popular.
Yeah.
When radio,
no,
being a
he's
radio
an actual,
host was-
but he's an actual DJ, like DJ EFN and all of them motherfuckers. Khaled was spinning. That nigga is dope as fuck. So I don't think it would have been fair for me to do that, and I had to do somebody that I'm like, no. When I'm thinking about all the motherfucking music, that nigga had a hot moment, and everything you heard was Mustard on the beat.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker, everything was Mustard on the beat.
It sounded different.
2011.
It all sounded different. Like,
And keep in mind, dog, this shit is adjustable.
Yeah.
Like I said, you ask me tomorrow, my whole 5 might be something
Hey,
different.
I got a nice
But
spot.
because I'm on that 1738,
hey, can I just say two names real quick?
I had to put it out. I had to put that area.
Can I get two names
My
real
man
quick?
Tony,
I got two names in there.
Yeah,
I
go
forgot to
ahead.
mention. I forgot to mention Manny motherfucking Fresh.
Oh,
I don't know how. He took my goddamn
man,
mouth.
that dog.
I'm like,
Gave
from
it
99 to the goddamn 2000. This nigga.
Fuck
You talk about
Man.
pushing
when
an
he,
entire
when he
group.
rocked that Jeezy shit. Do what? Do.
Manny Fresh got so many
Yeah,
motherfucking
fuck.
classes,
We got
bro.
Scott
It's
Storch.
ridiculous. Scott Storch is another one, but I got one more nigga.
You know another motherfucker.
Storch.
You know who I must make my list?
Who?
Teddy Riley.
Wow.
No, but he's not a hip hop artist,
He
dog.
did some hip hop shit.
No, he in a
New Jack Swing.
He's a
R&B.
New Jack Swing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so when we talk about producers, when you talk about super producers and stuff like that,
He there.
that's why I didn't put Dre in there. We talk about super producers. Dre is not fair. That's a given. it's really a given. When you talk about Dre, like I
Hey,
would never put Puffy because Puffy ain't never pushed buttons.
look at Tony's
He's
list.
an executive motherfucker, but we can put top 5 businessmen or something like that.
Tony's 3 and
All
4
right.
is
But my
legit.
man,
That's my shit right there. Number 3. That's what I was gonna say. DJ motherfucking Quick.
look, that's why I love my man Tony. Man, listen, I'm telling y'all niggas, y'all get off this motherfucker, man. You go on my man shit, Tony Scarborough, man. This motherfucker got some shit where he Detroit. He all 313, nigga.
I got
And
somebody
I'm
on my
telling
list.
you,
Alchemist,
this
nigga.
nigga be spitting. He got the grimy voice, like he be like, nigga, what? Like you like, hey, this
All right,
nigga
I'm
gets
finna give
down
y'all
for
my
real.
list.
Go ahead, G.
Hold on, let me put Tony's out there right quick. Cause I know we reading it, but let me go ahead and give him out
Hey,
there.
you do that, and we're gonna go to the top 5 albums. And honestly, I want to do the top 5 new niggas, bro.
Yep, well, I'm gonna do this. My old boy
And
got
top
something he
5
gonna put
groups.
out there, and then we go. Tony, he got Dre, RZA, DJ Quick, nigga, the Dungeon Family. God
Crazy.
damn. Hootie hoo. My white eyes are burning so slow. Motherfucking Bomb Squad. What? Damn, we ain't even, nigga, ain't nobody said nothing about Flip Mode, Buster. Hey man, it's hard. This top 5 shit is hard, man. Honorable mention. Come on, man.
What's Malcolm, man?
My man, that nigga right there is just, man. Come on, bro.
Okay.
That nigga, I don't even want to say the name no more. That shit right there is just, nigga. I want to just redo my whole motherfucking list now.
I feel you.
I want to do my whole motherfucking list now, bro. Motherfucking Big Chris came out with. Yeah, he said he produced Johnny Cash, nigga. Listen, Johnny Cash was a dope motherfucker, man. If you ever listen to some, I done sampled so much Johnny Cash music, nigga. I done sampled so much doing this shit when I was really, when I was trying to be a super producer. I done produce. I done sit back and sampled a lot of motherfucking Willie Nelson. I sampled a lot of motherfucking I did a lot of blues shit too and jazz. But yeah, Johnny Cash was on that motherfucker hookup. Damn, that nigga said 9A music. Ain't that the motherfucker that was with
Soldier Boy.
With Soldier Boy?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Changing music for good or bad. The motherfucker was heel up the thumbprint.
Yeah. No, listen. Soldier Boy to me is there would never be another Soldier Boy.
Right.
Ever. I actually appreciate the young dude. I actually appreciate him because the motherfucker's good for social media. He's good for promotion. In my opinion, he's very good at promoting. That's why that nigga ain't gonna never be broke. As long as he can be out here and he stop overtaking them goddamn drugs, he gonna be straight, bro. That motherfucker is good for promotion. Why you ain't seen him dead yet? Because the motherfucker, when people really see him in real life, man, they be like, no, this nigga be everywhere. And he be all over the motherfucking Spizard. Them niggas really respect him because he one of them niggas like your cousin. You know, the nigga that always talking shit. And you be like, what the fuck? Like when the nigga came back, we already knew he was trolling when the motherfucker came back and he talked to the white boy about Kanye. Nigga, you can't talk bad about Kanye. I'm the only one that I said this nigga mocked it. And I knew it.
Let me do my
Hey, Soulja Boy started this whole YouTube shit.
Let me do my top 5 producers and then my top 5 albums and get off this joint real quick because I gotta get some sleep.
No doubt, brother.
All right,
go ahead.
So I'm gonna start off with my top 5 producers. I'm gonna go Hit Boy with an honorable mention off Bell.
Good shit.
Damn,
just cause he did that Kendrick DNA song, and they said that last verse when Kendrick was spazzing, they said Kendrick freestyled that, and then he had to build the beat around the freestyle.
Yeah, I heard the nigga is so out cold, man. Where I'm like,
yeah, bro.
When he was like, your DNA is abomination. know what I'm saying? At the end of DNA, you seen the video when he had Schoolboy throwing up gang signs at the end? Like
Yeah.
they said they had to make the beat around Kendrick because he was in the studio and he just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
He just wouldn't shut
So
the fuck
I gotta
up.
get Hit Boy that one.
And they couldn't get rid of it because they was like, man, this shit is too goddamn
You
valuable.
kill yourself. If you scrap that, kill yourself and then get out the studio.
Right. Slow this shit up, speed that shit up. Hey man, we gotta work this shit.
So
work.
I got
That's dope.
ain't none of y'all said Swiss Beats, and I'm highly offended.
Oh,
None of y'all said
I thought about him. I thought about him.
damn.
I thought about him.
Damn.
So I got
now I gotta ball my whole fucking list up. Now, nigga, I gotta ball the fucking list
this
up.
This nigga
now.
hit it with Swiss Beats, guys.
Swiss Beats at 5.
The whole rough. What?
I got
damn.
Kanye at 4.
I fuck with it.
I got Kanye at 4. I got Pharrell at 3. Cause I was fucking with Pharrell before Kanye on the producing. Pharrell was
before Kanye, we had Pharrell.
We grew up on Pharrell.
We exactly.
For sure.
Right, D.
He helped produce the Clips first album. So
Chris, hop on.
2 and 1 is I'm gambling. Cause I ain't gonna lie, nigga. We grew up on Manny Fresh, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta put Manny Fresh at 2, and you already know Dre automatic 1. I wasn't even gonna put Dre on my list at first, but it can't be a list without Dre. Talking about producers.
No, you can't.
And then I'm gonna go straight to my top 5 albums.
Yeah.
5, the Black Album, Jay-Z. As far as like bodies of work, now we're talking about albums. Well, I'm talking about shit that I can put on personally and let every song just
go. Just let it
go.
Number 5.
Yeah,
5, Black Album. 4, ain't nobody gonna think of this one. T.I.'s Urban Legend.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck you.
We grew up on that.
Hell yeah.
Off rip.
I got a bitch to prove bitches like she wanted the crew. I'm talking. That T.I. was
nigga every fucking song of that bitch,
bro.
Yeah.
3, I got the Clips, Lord willing.
Okay.
Like, cause
niggas lunchroom was the shit in elementary. Niggas
right, it was the best freestyle.
Bro, listen, if you wanted to be a hustler, young, and you grew up and had older cousins hustling, and you had any type of inclination of drug dealing, you listened to them niggas young. I'm sorry.
Bro, my favorite Pusha T verse of all time. I just gotta put this out there. But nigga is when he, what happened to that boy?
Yeah, get the body parts mixed and matching, fella.
What happened to that boy?
Yeah.
Keep the yapping or I keep the clapping. How your body parts mixed and
matching, fellas. Yeah. Number 2, I got Kendrick's Damn.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's my favorite Kendrick album.
Yeah.
Now, number 1, I got Good Kid, Mad City. I'm sorry.
That's my favorite Kendrick.
That's my favorite album. Like, far as like albums I can put on, play through, and listen to from, because everybody got a story that, as far as Good Kid, Mad City, everybody got a story that relates to at least one of them songs on there. Like Master Splinter's Daughter. So what you mean to tell me is you ain't never gotten to no bullshit going to see a girl?
That album,
shit, but it's shit you can relate to.
That album is the reason why I don't trust niggas that passed me a blunt I ain't seen roll.
Yeah.
Imagine if your first blunt had you foaming at the mouth.
Nigga, what?
Hey, man. Hey, but let me say this though, man. I want to deeply thank y'all for inviting me on this podcast and having me, y'all. It was a motherfucking honor to be on y'all shit this evening, man. 100.
Yeah, bro. We gonna have you back, bro.
I deeply appreciate it, man. Hit me up anytime, man. Yeah, bro. Hey, I need an interview damn near. Like, I need to be sitting between you niggas talking shit damn near, dog. Getting the vibes.
Let's do it, bro.
James, when I mean he got a story, bro.
Yes, sir.
He ain't told us some shit.
Yeah, I got
we gonna have the platform for that, bro, because this is what this platform is, man. And it's driven by men. It's driven by men, man. And I'm doing it for a reason, man. It's not to just slight women or nothing like that, because as you see, I invite women to come on no doubt about it. But we actually have to start getting it where, and I want to get it where young men can really, really be able to say what's on a motherfucking mind, dog, and not have to worry about having backlash on that shit.
Or
So
motherfucker
that's how we
asking them
get
where's
down.
that coming from? Like, do I
Yeah,
gotta have any
yeah.
type of
Who
negative
hurt you and all
motivation to
these
express
different things,
myself?
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, man, y'all boys have a good evening, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all niggas, man. Y'all
Appreciate
be
you too,
safe.
brother.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
bro.
man. You take it easy, my
I'm gonna
man.
hit you up, bro. We're gonna get you. We're gonna
100,
get
hit
you
me
come
up.
back.
All
You
right,
know
then.
what?
Yep.
All right, so that was a good list by Gerald. Shout out to Gerald, man.
All right, who next?
I'm next. Let me go
Yeah,
next.
oh, you gonna go next time?
We got producers, right? No, albums.
No, we on
All right.
album.
Albums. All right.
Miss Nidra.
All right.
That's my baby right there.
Yeah,
Hey, baby.
Oh yeah, shout out to your boo. All right. Number 5. Get Rich and Die Trying.
Ooh,
Man, 50. Man,
that's
to
personal,
this day I can listen to that shit.
bro. I was just listening to Mini Man, nigga.
Many Man,
Many
Gangsta,
men. Right.
you
If
know,
I
and
can't,
Wangsta still my shit. You know
Wings
what I'm
is still
saying?
go hard.
Barbershop,
21
nigga.
Nigga,
questions.
21 questions,
I
nigga.
still
Like,
play it. Nigga, that's date night.
yeah,
Motherfucking
nigga.
patiently wait.
Yeah.
Y'all can date the whole
And
album,
what's
bro.
that song? He was like, I get high all the time. I
I
smoke
get
all
high.
that shit.
I get high all the time.
Yeah, nigga. Nigga. Hell yeah. Number 4. And I listened to this album I was like really like 18 because I saw the documentary of him explaining this album. And I was just like, I want to listen to this album because I always heard about it. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Reasonable Adult. You know, I listened to this album.
Yeah.
I listened to this album when I was like 19, 20. And
Yeah.
me and you saw the documentary when he
Yeah.
explained the Reasonable Adult. You know, I
Yeah,
was
all
really,
the shit he had to go through.
I just told James like one of my favorite Jay-Z albums is the Dynasty album. When he had said, "Give it to me, give me that funk, that sweet." That song, and he had guilty,
That for real hit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but when I listen to Reasonable Doubt, bro, that's far his best shit, and it's still crazy. That's his first album.
Don't
Like,
skip, bro. That's what I'm saying. He came out so crazy.
yeah, it's so crazy. Number 3, you gonna like this one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thug Motivation 101. Yeah. We were talking about Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit. Man, I was in middle school, nigga. I'm like, man, what is this bacon soda?
No
nigga
man
talking
t-shirts.
Hey, that was me and Dave's
Yeah,
album
man,
right
that's
there.
my
Yeah.
Gangsta music, nigga.
Go crazy.
What's the song
Trap
with
star.
Go Crazy. What's the song with Akon's?
Soul Survivor.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's just
Nigga,
an
what?
instant classic, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you gotta
I didn't
let
even
that
know how
motherfucker
good that
play
album
right there.
was, nigga, until
Man,
I kept growing on. It just never got back.
it's still his best
To
shit,
this
bro.
day.
And Jeezy dropped a lot of albums.
He
It's
got
still his best shit.
he got some shit. I feel like.
Number 2. I gotta put Thank Me Later, man. Dre.
All right.
That
That was
was
decent.
Hey,
man.
That was very
not his
decent.
best.
nigga.
Thank Me Later, man. That was
I like that.
to this day. And Drake dropped a lot of great albums, but man, Thank Me Later, dude, it's something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Fireworks, man, Fireworks still hit like it give me chills when I listen to that song, Fireworks. You know what I'm saying? That shit was so deep, nigga. Like, and that was straight out of high school, bro. We about to graduate from high school and that shit dropped, bro.
Yeah.
So that was just a vibe, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was bald face Drake, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Weird looking nigga.
Number 1, man, Carter 2.
You a hoe, bro. You stole that.
Hustle Music.
When that stunting like my daddy?
No.
No.
That was a separate
That's
album?
hustling music. That's
Money on
Fireman.
My Mind.
That's
Money on
Shooter.
My
Oh
Mind.
yeah.
That's what else is on there? Receipt. Oh damn, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's hustling music. Go ahead, bro.
Man, that was that whole album, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I can go next.
Okay.
Oh, you about to go, James?
That was decent. No. You go.
All right, bet. All right. So I'm gonna get it started off. As y'all know, no particular order. 'Cause I feel like it's gonna change tomorrow. All right.
Right.
I'm gonna start it off with flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, backseat riding. bro.
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? Dad, can I get the tape when we get back home? Yeah, all right, bet.
Dope.
That was that. So I'm gonna start that off with that one. Next up, I'm just gonna throw it in there. Philadelphia Freeway. I talked about Freeway is one of my favorite rappers, bro. We talking about best
Yes,
album.
sir.
That album was so fucking crazy, bro. Just Blaze on the beat. We forgot about him and producers. Kanye West is just getting his feet wet on that one, but like they got hits. Like what we do to this day, like that's a motivational song for me right there. I love that shit, bro. Like that's and to be honest, man, that's a philosophy, man. You got to do what you got to do to get it going. Like I love that shit. All right, next
Okay.
up, I'm gonna do based on a true story. Trick Daddy, bro. All right,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Trick Daddy Dollar. I'm talking about go back and listen to that goddamn album right now. He got shit on there. He got I'll be on playing. He was the first nigga talking about E Booty on that shit. All right, shit started off. He telling stories. This is when Trick Daddy was coherent.
That was, baby,
No.
Which one was
This
that?
is I'll be a plan. This is damn. This is
Trick Love
like
Kids.
no. This is before that. This is Trick Daddy's like. Now you're gonna make me pull the track list up because I know the
That one
song.
he did with CeeLo was dope as fuck.
Bro,
That's the nigga. He say eat mayonnaise sandwich. I'm like, ugh.
hey, no, but that's what it was.
Hey, that's what it was, nigga.
That's what it was.
Trick just a little.
All right.
2 years younger than me.
Baby, I'm a thug.
Hey, look. So these are the songs on there, bro. Because this shit's so old, bro. This is Trick Daddy's like his first big album. He came on. First of all, listen to the opening tracks. The first 2 tracks, he telling the story. A nigga gets shot, then a nigga thinking, "Oh my God, is this it?" Now all of a sudden, like you remorseful, you want to go back, you want to do it over. You don't want to be the tough guy no more. He starting that shit off telling the story. That's what I'm saying. Like when I talk about this album, this is some shit that I started listening to, bro. I was 21 when I first heard this. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard this so late. I watched the interview with Trick Daddy, and I was like, why is this nigga relevant? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I remembered a couple songs, but I'm like, let me go back and listen to his first album because that's how I could tell like a lot of legends. Like you go back to their first album, it could be first or second, but normally they come out swinging. Back in the day, they came out.
Yeah, that was the foundation.
Like Trick in high school, you didn't like Trick growing up?
They was hungry.
No, I did, but it was like I wasn't a huge fan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this was like when I listened to this album, I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? Like he was on some Tupac shit on some crazy stuff, bro. Like this Trick Daddy, like you never heard him before, bro. Like it's the shit playing like it's brand new, bro. Like you got that feel to it, but
hold on. Lauren Johnson said,
"That's my cousin,
Busta Genesis, man.
That shit was it.
Yeah, yep.
Break your fucking neck, bitches. Here we going now. Here we go. Yeah, nigga. That shit was hard.
Yeah. All right.
Go ahead, DJ.
I got 2 more.
My bad.
So you good. I got 2 more. I'm just gonna throw these out there. The Recession by Jeezy. Because once again, no skip. It fit the time. It's an album that I can go back and listen to right now. Where Jeezy said like they didn't want to hear him on that real shit. Yes, we did, Jeezy. Yes, we did. You rapping to these kids, rap to us, nigga. We love you still, bro. Like we love that Jeezy shit, bro. All right, and then the last one. Damn, hold on. I just had it up here. I want to make sure I got it right. Oh yeah. All right. So the last one, once again, Backseat Rider, and we talked about him earlier. I ain't put him in my top 5, but one of the craziest lyricists of all time. The nigga could say whatever he wanted to, bro. It's like he had telepathy. Like you understood what the fuck he was talking about, even if you never heard it before. In a major way, E40, bro. So that's it. That's my top 5 album today.
Hey, wait. Which album was that one?
That's Sprinkle Me. Okay.
Oh, that's the one that's the one that put him on top.
Yes, that's One Love. That's my
sugar.
That's my shit.
Sugar.
Hey.
That's my sister. Sprinkle me, man.
That's my shit. One Love still my shit to this day. If I let my music play, One Love is gonna pop on at some point, bro. And Dustin and Disgusting, dog.
I remember I first heard E4. I'm like, what the hell is this?
But you get what I'm saying.
On some real shit.
You gonna understand it even though you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Now imagine when I heard it. Y'all know I'm an old motherfucker, man.
I know y'all niggas
So imagine
probably
when
like,
I
what
heard
the
it,
fuck is going
and it
on?
took me probably about a year and a half for me to even fuck with him. Because when he came out, his first album he came out with, I just wasn't on that. You know, I had a nigga from San Francisco was rocking that shit, and he had like the CDs he was getting was the actual CDs that he bought from E40. Like this nigga, like, no, this is my homie from here, and this is how this nigga he used to be at this place right here and selling, you know, and I got this shit from him. And this nigga gonna be big. And the way he was talking, you know, and it was really funny. Like, this nigga, we don't get this shit from the store, nigga. We get this shit,
You get it from the
right out the
niggas.
car, nigga.
But ain't that crazy
Right.
though?
He was just like,
How like them niggas did?
yeah.
So like,
I was in the military.
that's crazy.
It was a nigga we used to call Cisco because he was from San Francisco. We used to call him Cisco. And he used to always, like, that nigga had Chuck Taylors. He was doing shit like that, wearing Adidas Chuck Taylors and all that shit. He had so much flavor, California flavor, man. And he way over here where we was at in Germany. We all the way on the east part. And this motherfucker was just, did nobody really get along with this nigga. He was outspoken and he talked crazy. That nigga used to just be like, yeah, my nigga over here storing corn and all that shit. You know,
Fucking with their hands and shit, rolling up.
Right. And he was always talking about what gang he came from. Man, we didn't get along with that nigga. He's like, nigga, you talk too much.
That shit irritating, bro. Chill out.
Yeah. And then you got a nigga from New York. Them niggas be like, I don't like that kid right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Then you got the southern nigga. I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. You keep talking that shit, I'm going in your motherfucking mouth right there. And he wasn't scared of nobody though.
Cause them niggas
he wasn't scared.
Free.
Yeah, and you know, couple niggas went in his mouth or something like that. But he was the first nigga that I actually got that E40 shit from. And then, you know, the nigga was talking it up so much, and I just remember when he played it, and I was just looking, and he was like looking at me like, yeah. I was like, man, get that garbage ass shit out of here. And we always laughing. Next thing you know, a year later, motherfucker 40 was just killing the ass. Because he had that one album where he had his glasses down like this. And he had the money he was counting and shit.
Yeah.
And that was the one. I said, man, it looked like some Master P shit, but it was on the West Coast. And we used to always talk about Master P's artwork. We were like, nigga, that shit's so motherfucking. But he was no limit. That shit used to look crazy to the motherfucker, but we was buying this shit. So
the niggas jocking off it now. That's the new shit now. Like the big graphic designs and all that.
The graphic designs and shit, like right before it looked like it was cheap shit.
Yeah, like who the fuck made this? Like that Cash Money shit. Like who made this?
Right.
What
nigga, my thumbnails on YouTube look just like that.
That's exactly what this look like.
That shit is the dopest shit ever, man. But that's where it goes down to. Oh, let me go ahead and then we gonna go ahead and close it down a little bit. So, actually, when we talking about my motherfucking top 5,
the hell?
Man, they need to cut this shit. I didn't mean to do that, but they need to cut this shit out. Block their ass. I hate when motherfuckers come over here spamming. Quit spamming my shit. And I be blocking them, they come right back up.
Like the video, people. Share the video.
Please, share the video, like it. You know what I'm saying? Put a comment up under that motherfucker. If you got a little cash, you can go ahead and super chat us, man.
And you want to join the show, you know, the link is down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. All right, here we go. Top 5 albums. My first album is definitely gonna be. Yeah, I know I'm old as fuck, so you know my first album got to rock. And I'm thinking of something that I played all the fucking time. Rakim's Paid in Full.
Okay.
That's my first one.
Never heard it.
You're tripping.
You did, nigga. I ain't no joke.
I heard that song.
You never heard I Got Soul?
No.
If I listen to
it, it's been a long time.
Oh yeah, I listened to that.
I shouldn't have left you.
Yeah, that's hard.
You ain't never heard
Move
the Crowd? Make them clap.
You know what's fucked up? The first time I heard Rakim was on that song. Ooh, Wally. Ooh,
Nigga, you talking about?
No, you thinking of
That was the first time I heard Rakim,
You thinking
bro.
of Truth Hurt, bro. He
Really?
wasn't Uchi Wally.
That
You
wasn't
thinking of Truth
Rakim?
Hurt.
No, he was on that song.
No,
On the
Truth
remix?
Hurt,
It was
bro.
on the remix.
You thinking of that other shit?
Yeah, that's a. And then I had to go back.
Uchi Wally was that
Uchi
was
That's
he was-
Braveheart.
Nas.
That's Nas. You thinking of
He was on. No, he was on. Nas
Yeah,
and
that sound like Truth Hurt.
Nas
Hurt.
and Rakim was on there. They got the video.
Oh, okay.
He was in the video. Nigga.
Okay,
He
no,
was on
look it
One
up.
Piece to play the
You
video.
right.
Yeah, you're a little disrespectful right now, though.
No, you gotta say, nigga. I think I'm young. I was young at the time.
You should know. You should know.
Then I had to go back and listen to.
But you should know. I ain't no joke.
Yeah, listen to that.
Everybody in your mouth.
That's juice,
I
nigga.
If you throw some names out there by Rakim, I'm not gonna know. I had to listen to the song. Like, oh yeah, I heard that song.
I got you.
Yeah,
You
come on.
see paid it full.
Let's go.
I gotta hear what the song. I gotta hear the song. Sound like I
This
don't know the
nigga
name.
This nigga here. That's the one you should. That's the first. Man,
I gotta hear the song. Maybe I did heard it. I gotta hear the song first.
Thinking of a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
'Cause
Lil Wayne took that from
inside
him.
My hand. Shit, he ain't the first one. Shit, way.
Remember Lil Wayne on Lloyd?
That shit in the-
Lil Wayne said that ain't you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so that's my first one.
Shout out to Rakim. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And this is my all of all times. So I gotta really I gotta put so Rakim. God damn, I gotta go in another era though. So let's go in the 90s. That was the 80s. Let me go with the 90s. So I'm gonna put Biggie's Ready to Die.
Off tops.
Biggie's Ready to Die.
Man, he was talking some shit on that album.
2000.
Hey, you want to talk about? You want to talk Ready to Die? You want to talk about mental health? Let's listen to that album.
Suicidal thoughts.
God damn.
Yeah. All right, so let me go into.
Hey, you know what, James? Before you go, I'm so happy. That's why I fuck with you, bro. Out of your top fives, and Dijon know one, but he might know when I'm coming out of this. All the old niggas, all the niggas in your generation, them niggas put Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow. That's
in
not
a
even
top
fair.
five. I'm so happy you didn't put that nigga in top five. And no disrespect to Curtis
Them
Blow.
niggas gotta be a little bit older than me,
Yeah,
man. Because
that nigga don't do it for me, bro. I'm sorry.
The only thing is that because again, I can put shit in perspective. When you talk about Curtis Blow, you're talking about the forefathers, right, of hip hop. So they shit when you see them, they have a foundation. For instance, he has a song called "The Breaks," and the Breaks to this day, when people was raised and grew up on that motherfucker was our foundation because that was where it got to the point where motherfuckers was really saying something like, "And these are the breaks." It was just a different. You got to remember, this was a baby. The rap was a really baby. So when you got niggas that's my age and a little bit older, that's what we got. That's why we have to put it in perspective. That shit was a foundation.
Okay.
That shit when you hear, because let me give my shit, because I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, no disrespect to Curtis, but
you can't disrespect him because he went for a father. Without him, there would not be hip hop the way it is right now. This man is still out here and he's still making moves. He may not be a rapper, but that motherfucker is still out here being executive. He's been
for sure.
So it is what it is.
I can't rock with his music.
You ain't. I don't know how. If you can actually hear what he was saying, you say, "Damn!" At the age, you got to remember, your generation is supposed to be better than ours. Every generation is because of the other generation. So you got to pay homage to him, and you got to build based off of what you had. There was no Curtis Blow before him.
I know.
There was no motherfucker that was there. So every skill that everybody got after that, it came from that. How? It came from it. Without him, nigga, you wouldn't have had what you got right now. How? It's just like when you build steps. If you ain't got the base step, how the fuck you gonna have the top step?
That's cool and all, but I don't know. His flow, his music,
it don't have it. No, it had nothing to do with the ability, bro. That's the whole point. It was the ability at that time. If you was in that time, that shit would have been like, damn, nigga, how you put that shit together there?
Okay,
Like
I
now,
get, yeah, I guess,
in the time that you at right now,
I respect that. You
and
right.
then 20
right.
years from now, you be like, nigga, they done advanced.
Yeah.
However,
yeah,
it may not get to that now. Y'all may not even have to experience that because the motherfuckers that's supposed to be legends are gonna be dead 30 and 40 years after they motherfucking supposed to be legends.
I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like how you break it down, I can respect that more. But there been niggas I talked to, like they would argue me up and down how Curtis Blow is just like better than this person now, and like I'm like, bro, like
no, you have to put things in context and
I don't want to go into
perspective.
my man's, but
you can't. But you can't. That's why you can't shit on the forefathers because they built something for you to be able to step on and be great on. You can't. Just, nigga, it goes back to that argument we had before where I was telling you, how the fuck you gonna take a motherfucker from the past versus a motherfucker from the future? No, listen, I'm not about to go into that, but you got to listen to what I'm saying. It's unfair to take somebody from the past when they had limited abilities and limited resources to get to the abilities that they were. When you got a nigga that can take their motherfucking resources and everybody else's resources and they become better. Yeah. It's the same thing with that. Yeah. The motherfuckers were doing better for what the resources that they had.
Look at the athletes
at the era that they had.
Look at the athletes.
If people don't understand, but if people don't understand what he's talking about,
I guarantee motherfuckers do.
They Sports Channel on the way. DJ, he talking about. He used an example when I was talking about Chris Paul and Matt Johnson. Sports Channel is on the way,
bro. But it's the same thing though, bro. Like you already know how I feel about that one. Like,
yeah, we was on your ass, boy.
I'm like, I don't know.
Sports Channel on the way. I'm gonna bring it up one day. I'm gonna just one day.
Let me finish. Let me
finish. I'm about to get off too.
All right. So your last. Okay. What number you want?
I'm on 3. So my first one was. Damn.
Yeah. Rewind.
Oh no, my first one was Paid in Full.
Mm.
My second one was I went to the 90s and I put what the fuck, man? Y'all don't even remember what my third what it was. Oh, Jeezy's, right? Did I put Jeezy?
No.
Oh, Jeezy. Yeah, okay, Jeezy. I fuck with it.
His first
I'm
album.
fucking with your whole list, low key.
101.
I think I put Jeezy out there though.
Jeezy, what?
Or maybe
what's Jeezy album?
So Jeezy.
T101.
Jeezy album was on.
Thug Motivation.
That's my third one. Thug Motivation was my third one. My second one, I'm trying to remember what the fuck I said. My first one was definitely Paid in Full. I went to the 90s and I put.
You said Biggie.
Biggie. That's what Ready to Die. Thanks, Tone. Yeah. Appreciate it, brother. Then I went to 2000. That's gonna be my motherfucking Jeezy. Thug Motivation 101. My fourth one is gonna be. Who was I fucking with? Was it the fourth one is gonna be the Blueprint. Blueprint, yeah. Jay-Z's Blueprint.
Yeah. Another classic.
My fifth one is going to be shit. I don't like shit in this motherfucking era, really.
Damn.
No, I'm just saying as far as like when I listen to the whole album. We talking albums. I ain't talking about just singles. I'm talking about albums.
I don't like shit in this motherfucking era. Really.
Shit.
Come on, nigga. You gotta think, nigga. Drake.
I like singles.
Kendrick, bro.
Kendrick. You like Kendrick?
No, I love that. I haven't even finished listening to his whole album, man. I'm talking about albums.
No, listen to that boy like.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to pull back from either the 2000s or 90s, and I'm going to say, "Oh, nigga, why am I tripping? I should have said my number 1, but I'll make it my number 5. Midnight Maruda. Fuck Tribe Called Quest, nigga.
Okay.
You don't know?
Hell yeah,
You don't know?
He know.
Nigga, you crazy. I should have made that my number motherfucking 1.
I don't know some of these songs names.
I was trying to go by era.
It's like when some motherfuckers showing me somebody.
No, that's not a song. That's an album.
Well, okay, I gotta listen to songs.
Yeah,
It's like when somebody. It's like somebody saying, "Hey, you remember this person from high school?" I gotta see a face. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Like, we on the road tour with Ride with my man.
No, they ain't. I can't
true.
get you. I don't know.
Hey, nigga, you better treat yourself.
For real. I remember I was in the 5th grade, bro.
You need to be. Where's your pen and paper at, nigga? You need.
I gotta treat myself.
But man, Low End Theory, come on, Tone.
Hell no.
Tell them niggas, boy, you better, boy.
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guarantee you know. As soon as we said, you just don't know them.
Nigga, you don't know these niggas, bro. Fuck out of here.
Nigga, they still playing, dog. This music is
I ain't
still
never
playing.
heard. You ain't never played.
Cause you don't listen to this shit, nigga.
Nigga, nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. You talking to, nigga?
You know.
Pants. I'm your man's, nigga.
I didn't look. I'm not blasting this shit, bro. But I definitely play it. I'm not blasting it though.
Man, this nigga on some bullshit. No. This nigga on some bullshit. I
can help you, bro.
You ain't never put me on this shit, nigga.
Hey man,
cause ain't nobody listening to this shit. I listen to James Brown, bro. Like, leave me a fucking alone.
So you play this? So you play this shit in your car, nigga?
Hey, low key.
You ain't never played no.
Low key in the morning or on the brisk drive. If I gotta go far, this is the shit I'm going to. I'm not even being funny, bro.
You understand? Like, you know this me and this nigga history, nigga. Nigga,
bro.
He never played none of this shit.
Ask Mo, cause we talk about some other shit. They ask Mo, bro, cause this is the shit we were talking about. But this is shit that I check up on because niggas won't stop talking about it, right? Like, might as well go. What the fuck is they talking about? It's like, oh, this shit was smooth. Then you put yourself back in there, you think about it, like, no, this shit hard. I would love to go back in the day and experience, like, listening to some of this shit for the first time. Like, that shit crazy.
Give me a low. What is shit called? Low end theory. Give me a bar. Give me a bar right now.
I ain't got no bars. You can call
me. All right, nigga. This nigga ain't listening to this shit.
Hey man, but listen, this is the reason why we get these platforms up, man, and on some real ass shit. If you
wait, I got a bar.
No, nigga, not no shit. You just Google, nigga.
I didn't know this song was on there though, but I legit got a bar.
This nigga about to be reading like.
No, this is
look away,
nigga. We have to get into the. We have to get into the motherfucking. We have to get into the practice of studying each other, man. We have to start getting into the practice, because let me tell you something. Everybody these non-white people, these non-Americans, they study the shit out of us, bro. They make a lot of money off of studying us.
Yeah.
We the only ones that don't study one another. And one of the things is that in order for us to be great people, we have to study each other and then take what we learn from each other and make it better. We ain't gotta, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not one of these dudes that claim to be pro-black. For one, I'm not pro something that I'm already.
Facts.
My actions is gonna show. I like to support the people that I support. That's all it is.
Ain't that shit crazy? What he just said, I should be fucking pro. What you said?
Pro-black.
Something that I'm already.
Yeah, because motherfuckers say they pro-white, nigga. It's World War III.
Oh, it's racist.
Fuck.
But when it comes down to something that I think I put a lot of value on this thing called hip-hop and music. Not just hip-hop, but music. I've been in every form, dog. I've been, not only have I been in the band, marching band, I played lead guitar, I've played full drums, I played toms and snare. played wind instruments, brass. I played full set drums. I ended up being a DJ for about almost 20 years. I studied the art of music and then the art of hip hop and blues and all these different things. And one of the things that I do know is that we are way more interesting than we even give ourselves credit for. So when we, for instance, when you look at like what we were just talking about, low end theory, uh, like that. One of the reasons why I should have said that, Q-Tip was probably one of my best producers, because he was one of the dudes that knew how to dig in the crates. And if you ever get a chance to watch, or you can Google 90s rap music, man, and you will see the samples that they got from these different musics. If you listen to XM Radio and you listen to LL Cool J's Rock the Bells Radio,
Yeah.
they had this thing called Salute the Sample. And they show you where this one song that's dope as fuck comes from. And the way that they reveal it is so dope, man, because they give you the sample first, right?
Mhm.
And then they got to do, it's kind of dope where they have a man come in, he say, and then they flip this shit and then they play the actual song that sampled that shit, and it'll blow your fucking mind
Mhm.
when you see these niggas get down. I was listening to some shit today, and it probably came on yesterday on XM Radio, where they had this Marvin Gaye song that I never even heard of. Man, that shit was dope. I'm sitting there listening to it, and these niggas, and you hear LL, and you hear Craig Knight from Nice and Smooth. They be talking, and they be just talking about the music while the music is playing. They be like, just some smooth shit. And then next thing you know, they'll tell you it's Marvin Gaye, blah, blah, blah. And they be like, and then they flip this shit like that. And then they had come, and off that song, it was motherfucking 3-6 Mafia doing Sipping on Some Scissor. I said, that shit blew my mind so
I'm
motherfucking
about to
dope.
look it up
I
right
was
now.
just like, nigga. Yeah, man, I'm
I'm
telling
about
you.
to look it up right now. Cause I ain't gonna
When
lie, that's interesting as hell. I've always
Yeah,
thought that, cause we recycle music in the rap community. Like it's
yeah.
crazy how we do it. And I ain't gonna lie, I remember being a kid. Like you know this song, James, the Funky Worm.
Hell, nigga, what? Man, listen, I already know where you about to go with it, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and get it,
No,
bro.
no. I was just saying, because that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy what they
You
were
know who
able to
did it,
do.
right? You know who ended up
Drake,
freaking that bitch.
Drake.
Motherfucking Ice Cube and NWA freaked the shit out of that motherfucker, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
That was
It
the
started
first
because
one.
look, it started because I listened to Dope Man and I couldn't understand what he was
Yep.
saying. So I was like, I looked up the sample, then I was like, I heard it. He said that shit funky like 9 kids to shave it. I'm like, dog.
They be having grandma, it be
And
be
grandma
like an
come in
old
there
lady
because
be
she want to
like,
introduce you to the funky
what
word.
is that
She want
funky
to let you know the
word?
funky word is the little instrument that they use, but that shit's so wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it's like it's organized noise. Like it's a nasty sound, but that shit's so melodic. And it's crazy what they
My
do with it
man.
because they make it a character.
I was 4 years old when that song came out, right?
Man.
Me and my brother was 4. He was 5, I was 4. We used to love this song, The Funky Worm,
Shit
right?
wild.
So it was funny to us because we would play it. We'd be at our grandma's house and we would play that song because she had the song. And man, when we played it, we laughed and we knew all the lyrics to it and everything, man. And it's just so dope at that time. Now I was 4 or 5, I can't remember, right? NWA comes out, Dope Man, Dope Man. That probably was the first single that I actually heard because NWA wasn't on the radio. So the only time you can hear them was when somebody was banging that shit in a car, or
Because somebody
got
had to go buy that shit. It was out the
you
front.
had to go buy that shit.
Yeah.
So when
Had
that
to
shit
buy,
came out about, Dope Man, like lyrically, man, I was like, I thought Ice Cube was like this big ass nigga from prison. Yeah, like he was scary. It was scary to hear because this is the first
Voice.
time that I actually heard music that was so damn in your fucking face where you was like, golly, man, because it just wasn't that much. We didn't have that type of cussing until rap really started taking its toll. LL was probably the most that we heard somebody cuss on a record, but man, this shit was crazy. So when you start seeing rappers giving, and at this time they wasn't really giving homage, it was just that, I mean, they was, but at this time there was no fair use, there was no infringement and all this shit. So you had a lot of rappers, man, that was just taking samples, and that Funky Worm was so dope. Let me tell you something. I gotta say this. I didn't really realize how dope Dr. Dre was. And now that I'm reflecting back, I should have had him on my number one as producers, because one of the most dopest shit I've ever heard was this motherfucker on goddamn NWA's first album, man. And the shit that he's done on that shit, the motherfucking Wrecking Crew. When I seen how this nigga can cut and scratch so motherfucking dope, he was doing. I thought that shit was like when Egyptian Lover and all that shit. I didn't know at the time that them niggas was from the West Coast. I thought they was all the way over here in Detroit, at least, or Chicago, because we was banging that music really hard. And to see how, like, I was like, damn, I don't even know how I couldn't even put Dre as number one, because that nigga was so much that Funky Worm shit, nigga. Trust me, go on YouTube, listen to the Funky Worm song, and then listen to motherfucking NWA. Look how old it is. Find out how old Dr. Dre was, and you're gonna see how much of a genius he was at that time. That was who the fuck was doing shit like what he was doing, man. That shit was crazy. Not his age. So I'm like, God damn. Oh, nigga, Schoolie D. What are we talking about, Tone? Everybody done took from Schoolie D. Everybody done took from that nigga. You ever heard the song 6 a.m, police at my door?
Yeah.
That was Ice-T, right?
Hey,
Ice-T got that from Schoolie D.
Tony, they come on the show. Come on.
No, he gonna, nigga, we got to do an interview with Tone.
Yeah.
Tone surgical with the mic. You know what I'm saying? We definitely doing that shit. The Scenarios, Jimi Hendrix beats. Yes, sir. That motherfucker, man, when you hear it, Q-Tip, another genius. But this has to be, this is the thing, bro. It has to be a conversation that we got to have amongst each other. It's so much about history, hip-hop, that is so intriguing, man, where once we start having real conversation about hip-hop and not about just who we like or just who's dope right now or who's hot right now, man, we can have a conversation all fucking day on this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Because everybody deserves to have accolades in this. I don't care if they made it or if they didn't make it. They had something to do with hip-hop. We got a whole bunch of motherfuckers, dog, that never made it big, but locally, these niggas are, you know what I'm saying? They on point with it. You dig what I'm saying? But man, listen. Damn, oh boy just went out.
He just went out, yeah.
Listen, man. We got to go ahead and cut this off, man. We're gonna have to have another part to this right here, another volume to it or whatever.
Yeah, man.
I really enjoyed this conversation, bro. I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys got something out of it. I just wanted to have something that was more transparent than anything else. I didn't want to have a powwow, bust out and we arguing, and I'm tired of having those type of hookups. But our next show is definitely going to be on something that's going to be a little less light, probably a little more heavier. You know what I'm saying? But we
working on some things. You know what I'm saying? Like information, man. Like we working on some things.
Yes, sir.
I think he sent some private chat too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, this was a dope show. I'm down there faded. But yeah, this was a dope show. Like I said, conversation that need to happen. Just it's dope to see everybody respectful on things. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, hey man, it's 12:33.
Good ass show. Thanks for everybody that show love.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Joining in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, what we know _podcast. Follow me on thankful _Robert. And
you can follow me on DJ _JIGTYTE. That's JIG.DJ. Jig tight. I fucked that all the way off,
yeah,
man. You can follow me that out. You can follow me on IG, and I have another channel that has the same thing. Jig tight, DJ Jig tight, everything really, to tell you the truth. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on James Dunlap.
Yeah, man.
And
good ass show, man. We're gonna have another one of these shows like this one day.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's episode 16.
Damn, I didn't even put that shit on there, but that's okay,
yes, you
man.
Yes,
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. I did this shit like a week ago.
Man, we came a long way, man. We almost we low key, we pushing a year real. We got some ways to go, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Our year is coming, man. Like, we've been doing this for a while now. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody that's they've been showing love. You know, like, continue to subscribe, like, and share, man. You know, and we're gonna keep improving, man. Come on, some. We just getting better and better, man.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Shout out to everybody that's also listening to us. Shout out to my homeboy Tony. Shout out to my cousin. I'm sorry, this other motherfucker right here. My cousin Choo Choo L Boogie, aka Lawrence Johnson. Love you, man. Hey, stay up, brother. And everyone else, man, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, do whatever you can to support us, man. Support my man Tone. And we gonna see y'all later, brothers and sisters. Love you. Oh, and my girl, Sunshine.
Yeah,
most
sure.
definitely.
We out, motherfuckers.
We gone.